That's another genre. I'm the black bomber, track charmer, sack burner, distract burdens. If it ain't that urgent, nerve prince, word sentinel, invisible infidel, innocent.
It's always a privilege to spit with laws. I'm a reality speaker, forget the cars. I'm learning how to teleport to reach the Mars. When you love this and live this, you spit your bars. I spit a quick barrage, switch to all.
Has the right to dream. There are endless possibilities stretched out before him.
You have to trust in your own power.
Whatever happens from now on, you stand firm and face your destiny without fear, but with courage.
What awaits him down the path, he will then have to choose.
No one's gonna give you a map. You've got to walk your own path.
The children leave their homes in search of this quest.
What is thy desire?
As they search, they are always asking questions. What's out there? What's waiting for me?
Why was I made? Who made me? And what did they make me for?
Are you gonna go up into space with your old man or not?
Maybe I'll never get over this.
I've lived my life following my dreams, and I don't have any regrets.
You're gonna just keep running away?
Just keep running away? I'm not running.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Believe in yourself and create your own destiny. Don't fear failure.
But yeah, let's continue.
Slice of Life Anime of the Year, Whack Ass Dress Up Darling, #1.
How is Dress Up Darling whack?
I honestly don't like
It's just a cosplayer who teases her boy or teases her boyfriend.
Yeah, that's just nothing but incel fuel.
Incel fuel?
Wow!
That
anime is called incel fuel. Let's be real on that.
Incel fuel? Really? Even though he probably fucks the girl at the end?
Probably. I didn't finish it.
I want to say this is incel. I'll say this is anti-otaku stuff because, like, no, it's waifu. It's honestly a waifu anime. Let's all be real. This is made for like the character to attach the viewer to attach itself to the main character, since the main character is like socially awkward and shit. But my theory still stands about anime.
Incel fuel.
Wow. So socially awkward people are incels. Wow. Dang. Go ahead, King.
No. That's not what I'm 100% saying.
Dang.
That's not what I'm 100% saying.
You hear that, socially awkward boys? You better man the fuck up.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa. Ew. Yeah. Pop me a perk and I go through her wallet. Met her trip like faucet. She let me do what I want cause I'm bossy. She let me do what I want cause I'm awesome. Cut a little beat, awesome, Johnson. We gon' get married like Nazi Coolies. We gon' break up just like Nazi some pussy, I'm begging. All of my friends, some fellas. Shawty told me I'm the devil. Jagged edge, we walked out of heaven. Don't leave the crib without my weapon. These niggas snitch like, ooh, I'm telling. She like moves, I show her belly. Put my dick inside her belly. White bitch, she gon' dance like Ellen. Imagine that, just like John Lennon. Imagine all the bitches throwing that ass on me.
No damage, let's go! Take that!
Ignoring him and whatnot, and he's all like, I lost a few pounds, and she looks at him, she looks up from her phone for like a second, and then looks back into her phone and doesn't really give a shit.
Wow! She doesn't or he doesn't?
Luna doesn't give a shit.
Wow, Luna, why she gotta be such a dog?
The fuck?
Best pun ever. Don't call her a bitch, call her a dog.
Damn it!
One lonely evening alone home, end up with carpal tunnel syndrome. It might seem
coming soon to...
You've just seen clout in action.
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Stupid faggot little cocksucker!
Hi.
Main system activating combat mode.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
You think you know me?
There's a fear of a nightfall when darkness comes and covers all. Sometimes we feel pain. Sometimes we feel pain.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Jerked you off at super speed so it's...
Getting my jaws ready for a lot of talking.
It might seem ill, feeling to be a dream guy.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
You gonna say that, Gordon?
If you don't like English voices, why do you read manga in English, bitch?
I've been trying to read
Japanese
Japanese
too lazy
for
to learn
years!
Japanese.
Man, what's up, guys? It's been a while. I know I haven't been streaming lately, but fucking, we gotta talk. Oh shit, I don't have no game up. Yo, everybody's just chatting. That works. Let me put myself. That's in fucking. There's 197,000 people viewers right now watching just chatting. And there's probably a lot more people who are fucking just chilling. So here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, no way. No fucking. Oh, it's a game called Drama. Nah, bro. Just chatting. Bam. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, just catting. Oh, so there's cat videos things on here too. I did not know that. But no, welcome to today's stream, or this morning's stream. Tonight or this morning, we're going to be watching some stuff I needed to catch up on for a while. We just haven't did this in a while because I haven't just reacted to shit, right? Because I've been doing more like gaming and stuff outside of streams. Like I just beat Borderlands 3. I hate it. I hate it so much. Because now that I'm doing mayhem mode, I see why the item levels were so fucking low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start like just farming the shit out of Borderlands 3 till I get like everything like legendary or in gold form. But until then, this is gonna be like highly fucking annoying playing the game. But no guys, welcome to the fucking stream. This is gonna be probably on episode 1 of Doombot, but I'm still gonna just procrastinate on that and hold it off until like next year or the next couple of years. But with that said, we're gonna watch some videos on fucking with Aspen Gold. Now, I don't know if y'all guys see the top up here. Y'all barely see it, or I barely see it. But we're gonna be talking about some things today. But anyway, let's play.
In the future, there are a number of institutions that emerge. If you are a trans girl, you can go ahead and sign up for a reservation slot to an all-day access to one of many breeding facilities where you get to breed the shit out of that cis girl. You can.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, what am I listening to right now? What is this? This is dropped on my radar probably today. I've been waiting to cover this for a while now, but I wanted to wait personally and not just jump into things like every other fucking person do, not just fucking wait.
This is the person who wrote the article that.
So what's going on here before Asmongoes explains it? So basically what's going on, Kirsha said some shit about hey, she had her opinions on the lady who was basically being racist at a 5-year-old, was saying, hey, if there's a GoFundMe for a black dude who murdered a white guy, why can't there be like a fucking lady who said the racist shit to a baby, to a black baby? And mind you, that's I don't think she should have said that shit, because how people on the internet would take it. Now mind you, I see where she's coming from, but also at the same time, just don't throw your opinion out there, because motherfuckers will try to cancel you over the most stupidest ass shit. And this is what tonight's streams are going to be about. It's going to be about canceling in the most stupidest ways possible. Instead of just taking it as an, oh, maybe she has a point, because there is a GoFundMe for a dude who stabbed up those okay, so what I'm trying to explain is, it was this black dude that was out of high school, right? And he came up to these twins. One of the twins ended up getting stabbed by this dude, and he actually meant to stabbing him. Now, I don't have the information to say that, like, was it self-defense or not, but they're trying to claim self-defense. And then there's a lot of other people who are around it who's trying to, like, trying to gain clout, or trying to gain, like, extra shit or whatnot from the events of what happened. Mind you, a person did die, and it's unfortunate that somebody have to lose their brother, son, and their brother and their son, because dude was a twin, right? And it's just kind of fucked up seeing your twin get stabbed up like that. Like, it's kind of fucked up to seeing anybody die. But at the same time, on the other side of the coin, I think it's also fucked up, you know, calling a 5-year-old a hard R. This is crazy, by the way. Over here calling a little kid a little Negro because they're in your diaper bag, which, that's fucked. And then, like, double down on it when people caught her and start recording her and stuff like that. And then there's misinformation that was behind it. People trying to say, oh, it was an adult who she was saying it to, it wasn't no kid and all this other shit. I'm like, fuck all that. I hate the fact that we're on the internet and we just post misinformation just to push out a fucking narrative that's saying, like, oh, she was in the right for using a slang term that disparaged a whole race. That's how I feel about it, to be honest. I think all this shit is fucking stupid. But no, let's go into more than this. Now, mind you, y'all guys know that I don't like Vice at all. Ever since I watched the fucking hit piece on Japanese anime that Vice posted, trying to imply that everybody who watches anime is just a pedophile, and which is fucked, because, like, it's fucked up that people focuses on the gross shit and not focus on all these fucking stories that we have. It's like motherfuckers were out here looking for this shit. And mind you, a lot of people who are in the anime community mostly avoid all the, like, the fucking degen shit, or the, like, really, really dark shit that comes with reading doujins and stuff like that. Even I avoid a lot of this shit. Now, mind you, I am a gooner. I read a lot of shit during my whole life of being a fucking gooner and stuff like that. I've avoided shit. I found some good stories that have some terrible tags. I found some terrible stories with really good tags. But, like, in the end of the day, yes, there is a problem. Does the anime community acknowledge it? Yes, we do acknowledge it, and we try our best to, like, avoid that kind of shit. But it's out there and whatnot. And also, I'm on the whole thing, if it doesn't hurt anybody in real life, why should it fucking matter? These are fictional fucking characters. As long as you don't do what Shad Base does, or do what Shad Base did to, like, Keemstar's daughter, then if it's, like, to a fictional character, then why the fuck should you care? Like, yeah, it's gonna be gross, but in the end of the day, like, who the fuck cares, bro? Like, I don't really give two shits about it. I don't try to go out to look for that unless I'm, like, actually, like, looking for some hentai or whatnot. But usually I look for short stacks anyway, and usually my significant other helps with that. But with that said, we're gonna watch the rest of this video.
That caused this VTuber to lose this sponsorship, who has written multiple fan fictions about trans people having non-consensual sex with cis women.
Murder it, it's done. They have to cycle the girls out. Now we have breeding saunas, we have breeding bookstores, breeding movie theater.
What the fuck is this? Hold on. Because I have a lot of these posts up or whatnot. So we're gonna go through Twitter and everything and actually do quote unquote more research than Hassan.
Where you get to breed the shit out of that cis girl. You can absolutely.
This is the person who wrote the article that caused this VTuber to lose this sponsorship, who has written multiple fan fictions about trans people having non-consensual sex with cis women.
Murder it, it's done. They have to cycle the girls out. Now we have breeding saunas, we have breeding bookstores, breeding movie theaters. Those are really nice. This is something where
I'm sorry, dude's like, those are really nice.
building. This is the future. I just want to live in a world where you can walk down the street. You don't even have to worry about whether you're going to be able to breed that good wherever you go, whenever you go.
So this
profoundly neurodivergent
has been.
I want to know what the fuck he said. I really want to know what the fuck he said. But no, that's kind of gross. Like, just to walk up to him like, hey, can I breed you? And she'd be like, yes, breed me. And then you just do it and then I'll just go about your business. That's weird.
Let on the loose, writing articles about people, defaming them, lying about them, misrepresenting them, trying to get people canceled. Unfortunately, one of them worked as a response to this freak and saying that VTubing has a bigotry problem while you're writing.
So I do believe that VTubing do has a bigotry problem, but not in the way that other people think. I do think me as being a black VTuber, we do get discriminated in the community or whatnot in certain ways or whatnot, or we don't get promoted as much. But it is what it is. We just have to put in that work. Now we did have a award show that got that was a bust because it was supposed to be just promoting black VTubers, but the community didn't like that. Even though we as a community or the black VTuber community was saying like, hey, how come we don't get any representation? And be like, why don't you make your own representation? Then we do that, and then we get told, oh, that is racist and all this other shit, which is crazy. I wish more people would cover that, but nobody's not going to cover that because it's not on their radar. It's not Nishi Sanji or anything that's huge. Now, there's going to be a lot of VTubers, including myself, covering this or whatnot, but this has been going on for about 4 to 5 days and everything, and I want to wait until like a little bit more information is out before I cover it on the podcast again, because I did cover a little bit of this with Tectone or whatnot, but I want to cover it a little bit more, you know? So this is me just like going through like after 4 days of what happened and everything like that, and then I'm going to go a little bit deeper probably next week.
This freak and saying that VTubing has a bigotry problem while you're writing fan fiction about the mass of women. The game that Kirshi promoted a lot has decided to capitulate. They have decided to give in to cancel culture, so this has obviously gone very badly for them.
Ooh, shit, there's more. What is he having links here? Probably not. No, he doesn't have links. Boo.
And you've got, again, people uninstalling the game, refunding the game. Let's take a look at some of the...
Low-key, I want to play Crime Boss because Chuck Norris is in it. Like, mind you, I know Chuck Norris is conservative and he's a Trump conservative, which means, like, you know, he has some, like, you know, idioms or whatnot. But I grew up with Chuck Norris. That nigga funny. Dude be roundhouse kicking for Trump.
Reviews here. All negative, all negative. So show the graph on the top right. I'm not show graph.
God damn, hold on. That was an ugly face that he made too. Don't ever make that face ever again. What is it, Crime City or Crime Boss? Yeah, Crime Boss. Damn, this shit got to mostly negative? Hold on. God damn. Talk about being reviewed on off topic review detected. Read the review. You know what's funny? Everybody's mad at this game because this is the game Krisha actually played, even though it has like people who are very controversial in this game or whatnot. But now that people notice that this game's actually a thing or whatnot, and people's like, hey fam, this game has some, you know, bad things in it. Now people want to get mad at it. Instead of getting mad at it first, hold on, let's look at the fucking reviews first. I want to see the negative reviews here. 40 May 2025. Okay, let's go out when it first came out. Fundamentally, is a really great game, which is entirely a letdown. By friendly AI, losing the heist entirely because entire run because the friendly AI got stuck on and just stood there and allowed themselves to get shot. Incredibly frustrating. This game's too clunky. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So now this is a Saints Row clone actually. It's funny because Saints Row was a clone of GTA. This is has his clone now. It's just about like robbing people. Boring, terrible shooting, and for a shooter, bad. Da 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 da. Damn. It's not great. I heard the game is much better state now. Oh, this is in 2024. So 2024. Yeah, we're going off in 2024. We're supposed to be in. Oh, this is in 2024. So let's go about here. It has the least amount of negative. Entry team. There's too many bugs. Shit. So it's a payday copy. I want to see. No, I want to see something real quick. Cause Jesus Christ. You know what? All this because a VTuber got fucking unsponsored by them. This is why I hate fucking cancel culture shit like this, bro. Like I'm really getting sick of cancel culture and them just doing stupid shit like this. This game, it's like all they did was like after this game been out for 2 years, all they did was get review bombed. Just because they like, oh, we don't want to like hang out with somebody who said those things online or whatnot, or people who've been sending us shit about this without even checking in or whatnot. Companies should actually do research and actually check in with a lot of their people before they hire them, or like while they're hired or whatnot. Because send out allegations and shit like that, especially you get a person fired, is kind of weird. You know, I know companies don't want to deal with all that shit, but like you really do have to check in with a lot of these allegations, because a lot of these allegations could just be fake. To be honest, don't believe everything that's on the internet. Cause like now the internet's like guilty until proven innocent and all this other shit, and like I think that's just so fucking stupid, bro. Like being guilty until proven innocent is crazy. But let's continue.
All negative. So show the graph on the top right. I'm not show graph. Jesus. I am so happy to see people finally pushing back on this, and I hope they don't stop. I don't know whether this game is good or not, but I think that there needs to be, and this is the way that you fight against this type of cancel culture, is that you
it's covering Dems.
for giving into it worse than not giving into it. That's it. You reap what you sow. You do.
Yeah, but this person right here, they put a hit piece out on VTubers and Kirsha personal attack at Kirsha or whatnot, and then it turns out they're into some wild ass fucking shit. Let's actually find a video somewhere in here. Hold on, did she send it to me? I'm currently in. Oh no, she probably went back to farming. No. There was a video that was on here. Also, I gotta be careful on my fucking what's it called, because I got a goon post on here because I'm not on my original thing anymore. All right, so where is this gross shit? Because there are 4 videos here. They really deleted it? I think they did. Hold on.
Somewhere in it, they're building like a 2.5 million pound mosque somewhere in like northern England that doesn't even have like a large Muslim population. And I was like, of course they are. Yeah, of course they are. I get increasingly angry.
And whoever uploaded the video, like, look at this shit. Whoever uploaded this shit is so stupid. Don't ever upload a format like this. Make sure the video actually is the size that it is and not have it be this fucking small. I hate it when people like fuck up aspect ratios and shit like that. And it's always phone users who fuck up the aspect ratio of their fucking videos or whatnot. But no, I am looking for a particular fucking video. Aspen Gold and Kirscher found showing that there's no. Kirscher goes. Oh, I've seen this. So actually, you've seen this. Kirscher goes viral for seemingly defending Shenoff Hendrix fundraiser after latter reported calls the child the N word. Yeah, I think she should have shut the fuck up about this, to be honest. Like, if you support them, you should have did it in a way to where, like, hey, I see that's kind of fucked up that both this black kid who killed a white person and this white lady who called a lady a hard R um shouldn't be on GoFundMe or anything like that. But how the way she worded just made her sound fucking way bad. But no. Continue with the next video.
There are.
So it seems that we have even more going on with the entire Kirsch situation. Now, if you don't know, I've covered Kirsch and a.
Now, mind you, this was posted 4 days ago. Motherfuckers did not wait, but we're gonna listen to what they have to say.
A couple of videos, obviously. One of them I went through. Some
oh, by the way, this is by More Kazahana. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
And kind of gave you a, I hope, kind of neutral stance on some of the things that she's been accused of, and went through some of that Vice article where apparently, you know, she's been getting pretty heavily slated by a lot of these news companies and pretty slated by a lot of other people as well, due to Rin Penrose actually leaving Gamersubs due to the fact of some things that Kirsch has said, and also it could also be partially because of the Cinder situation as well, which went on. But essentially, you know, Kirsch has been a pretty controversial figure in the kind of VTubing sphere.
Bostonians again.
Because the VTubing sphere is very happy and positive, and, you know, they don't like to delve into a lot of the stuff that Kirsch actually goes into. Now, obviously, I showed you guys all the evidence and stuff behind some of the things that she said, which I don't, you know, fully agree with. But at the same time, I do think this situation now has gotten pretty crazy, because this game right here over on Steam has actually dropped Kirsch from kind of sponsorship, from partnership, or whatever you want to call it. And I think,
yeah, so that's why I got review bum to hell. I kind of, it's kind of dumb because, like, I believe review bumming's really not going to do anything, especially review bumming and retaliation. Now, mind you, Chuck Norris is in the game with other people who are kind of racy or whatnot, but it is what it is. It's a shit video game that's basically a Payday / Saints Row clone. That what I read from the comments, because people are saying it's more like Payday. I say it's more as in like actual fucking what's that shit called? Actually, Saints Row, because I saw some of the clips from this and the voice acting is hilarious.
it is pretty crazy. It's called Crime Boss Roque City. I don't know what this game is at all. I've never seen it in my entire life, but essentially they've just been hit by a massive review bomb, and I wasn't sure what this was at first. As you can see here, look at those charts, 200 negative, 147 negative. So again, these are getting hit very, very, very hard by Kirsch's audience due to the fact that she was actually dropped. You can see here, Kirsch just lost her sponsorship with the game Crime Boss. The fact that sponsor.
Was she even in the game, or she's just being sponsored? That's what I want to know, because they put her inside the game. Okay, hilarious. But like, if she's being sponsored, okay, that's another thing too. But it just sucks that, like, you know, when casting somebody, just losing sponsorships like this. But like, I wouldn't even go after the gaming company itself. I would go after the people who wanted her to get unsponsored. That's fucking with their money. But having her dropped like that is kind of fucked up in a way, without like going into deeper. But she has says a lot of controversial shit. You know what's funny? She has said a lot of shit, and this for like last couple of years or whatnot, and they still haven't dropped her until now, which is crazy.
That hasn't even been name dropped. Her based on what she's been saying and doing speaks volumes. And obviously a lot of people were calling for Gamersubs to do something similar, but as I said, I feel like this is something that I prefer with Gamersubs, is the fact that they don't just drop someone over some weird like Twitter stuff or whatever. They don't care at all, and you know, I don't think
Gamersubs sponsor me
too much about it unless they are actively damaging the reputation.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, why should people even try? Why should companies even give two shits about youth, about drama that's even like posting their shit? Now, mind you, if it's like somebody who's actually like convicted of doing some shit, yeah, drop them. But if it's just hearsay or some like weird ass shit, bro, be like, why should companies even give a fuck about that? Like it's like mind you, I understand. Like I'm gonna throw a DSP thing out there. Like I understand that if you're like a shit person like DSP, then like you shouldn't be able to get any sponsors. But I still think you should be able to apply for sponsors, given how like how everything is and given how like how popular you are and stuff like that. Cause you still give them money even though like you're still like dramatic. I think it's a bad take. Maybe I'm just rambling. This sounds stupid.
Of the company itself, which I just don't think is the case. Obviously, some people have stopped buying their products and stuff because she's partnered with them. But at the end of the day, you know, were they even going to buy products in the beginning? Now, obviously, this is a post by Binted, who has been, yeah, pretty much going after Kirsch quite a bit. And it's been kind of weird to see. He's been kind of schizoing out over on Twitter and just kind of constantly posting about it. Now, this is actually a clip from Kirsch on stream. Now, obviously, you know, Kirsch's streams are quite long and they're often not clipped up. So it's kind of hard to see, you know, how much she actually talked about this at length. But here is the clip itself.
The only marketing they had. I am the reason for their success. I brought thousands, tens of thousands of people to that fucking game. Like, it's insane. Insane that they weren't even getting any heat. They weren't even getting tagged anywhere. Nobody even knew that I was partnered with them. And out of everyone, they were the ones to drop me. They made more off of me than I made off of them. And they dropped me.
I decided to crash out. Be like, mind you, nobody knew about this fucking game. I kind of knew about it a little bit, but I didn't play it because like I have Saints Row and GTA and Payday 2. So like I'm not gonna play a clone game if I already have 3 other clones. But no, fucking no, the crash out's kind of half valid because like in the end of the day, nobody didn't really know about the fucking game. Now that like you know, it'd be funny. It'd be funny as fuck. This is more publicity to get the people to notice the game and play it, or get a chance to play the game or whatnot. Because like, due to like the drama that's going on and everything, people who hate her are gonna like, people who dislike Kirsha are gonna play the game, and people who don't like, who like Kirsha are just gonna leave the game. Just like making a weird like fluctuation of like fucking new players or like old players coming in or leaving or whatnot. It's gonna be fucking weird, by the way. But no, I still don't agree with the statement that she said about about the playing a bit.
So I completely agree with Asmongold. If you didn't buy the game, please don't leave bad reviews, right? Don't brigade. Only if you bought the game, only if you spent money. Change your review to negative. Send them emails. Tag them on Twitter. Make sure you know that actual paying customers are upset with their decision. Again, don't be rude. Don't be insulting. Right? If I see people insulting them, I'm going to be mad at you. I might ban you. I don't know. But I don't want people to, like, insult them. Be cordial.
Okay, so she's just throwing this out to the ether. Nobody's not gonna do this. Look at the fucking shit that's been going on with the review bombing and stuff like that. So people, look, so even though you tell people not to do something, they're gonna do it anyway because either they're simping for you or they think that like, oh, we should just review bomb it, even though she's literally saying not to fucking harass or review bomb these guys.
Only marketing they had. I am the reason for their success. I brought thousands, tens of thousands of.
So yeah, that's pretty much the entire clip. Obviously, I feel like she's had a very long past with.
I feel like I'm just like fucking reacting to his reaction or whatnot. But no, let's actually go to her. Does she have like her clips up or whatnot?
crime boss here and essentially has bought them a lot of money, as she says in that clip. Now, I don't know the whole lore behind their partnership and how much money she's exactly brought over to them, but if what she's saying is true, then obviously that is pretty crazy. And the fact that, she's been bringing them more money than they've been bringing her, it's insane. And they still decide to drop her. And, it's a very important thing to point out there that they hadn't been getting any heat. There's no kind of people advocating for her to be kicked from there, or there's no people advocating for them, to be removed. For example, we've seen with Grimiest, there's been tons of people over there advocating for it over on Twitter for her to be removed. But this one they haven't, and they were one of the first companies to actually drop her, which is crazy, seeing as they were getting no heat at all, and they were only making money off her, and now they've decided to drop her in the end, and now they're pretty much seeing the consequences. Now, lots of people are, saying, for example, like Bintadir, Kirsch, by the way, is encouraging fans to harass the studio and review bomb the game. In case you're wondering how she views her sources, she's very much pro-harassment.
But she didn't say that. She didn't say review bomb the game or whatnot. She said if you bought the game, then give it a bad review. But if you haven't bought the game, don't go in there and start review bombing because that's rude. If you pay for the game, then you have the right to give a good or bad review. But you haven't played the game, you're review bombing it. I agree with you shouldn't review bomb a game if you haven't paid for it yet, or you haven't played it or anything like that. That's stupid, right? But what she's saying is, if you already bought the game, then you have the right to change your opinion on the game based off of what they're doing to Kirsche in everything that's going on or whatnot.
Harassment if they cross her. Now, as we saw in that clip there, she literally said herself, she doesn't want any people who haven't bought the game to go ahead and review bomb it, which I think is definitely a more sensible way to go about it. I still think it is kind of review bombing, even if you are a paying customer, but she's saying, you should have at least played and paid for the game if you want to leave a negative review, which honestly, if that is something that a kind of paying customer wants to do, then sure, but I feel like you are still kind of guiding your audience to go ahead and review it negatively over this situation, and not because the game itself is bad. Now, I don't know if the game itself is bad. I've never played it. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe it is bad and it does some negative reviews. But at the same time, I feel like, telling your fans to go over there if they've paid to kind of leave a negative review isn't really the play. But at the same time, I can understand why she is very upset and angry about it. And obviously, she said, don't leave any insulting or hateful comments there. Just, put some constructive ones in there, which I think is a much better way to go about it. But at the same time, you are still kind of getting your audience to go over to that page and essentially review bomb it. And well, as you can see, it definitely worked. There's been over, 240, and then as we look at the other 140. So yeah, around about 280 to around 300 negative reviews in the past 2 days, which is absolutely insane to see. And they've gone from a more positive rating now to a, very mixed rating.
Which is crazy to do some shit like this, bro. It looks like a coin just flipped. You see a little pip here and then it just flips. Because, you can see there's no traffic. There's literally no traffic here until, bam, Kirsche gets fucking removed, which is wild. But I don't know. People want to defend their Oshi thinking that they're going to notice. I'm going to review them this. Please notice me, queen.
Absolutely insane. And they've been, getting a lot of heat recently. Now, this game came out, back in June 2024. So it's been out for almost a year now. And people are not happy. They're saying, dropping your partner out of fear for a hate mob, disappointing. Such cowardly behavior is unfortunate. For those seeking my actual thoughts on the game, it's Payday 2, but not as good. That's it. My negative review is almost purely because of the developer's rat-like nature of bending to outrage mobs and slander to protect their own skin. Dropping a partner that's been supporting you and your company for years for free, all because of a hit piece by Vice a Vice article, while she was on vacation. This is so wrong that you drop someone that helped build up this game uninstalled. And it seems like she did have a pretty big part to play in terms of building up the game and getting it more popular. They say very disappointing that you actively went out your way to distance yourself from Kirsch, despite the fact that she promoted you for free. Obviously we can keep going down. There's a lot of recommended ones, obviously, because it's still a decent game, I think. They say, well, I like the game. It's like Payday, but I've had a lot more fun. I cannot recommend this game in its current state. Again, I feel like some of these are, obviously targeted. Actually, no, these ones are older ones, so I don't think these are even targeted towards that. But again, it seems like there was a lot of people kind of brigading these posts and saying dropping your partner out of fear and hate mob disappointing. We already saw that one. But again, it's just a really, really weird situation going on at the moment. And honestly, yeah, as I said, I don't really condone a lot of these sending people over to kind of mass report it and everything like that. But that's
Yeah, I don't condone that shit either. Don't be mass reporting shit just because you dislike fucking what a game company's doing or whatnot. Like, unless you pay for the game, then you shouldn't be able to do the shit, you know? Like, stop trying to simp for your queen. That's all I have to say. No, let's go to the next video.
This situation has been an
Oh, it's about Tectone. Let's go.
absolute mess. Ah, God, Jesus.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here. So today we're going to be talking about the latest cancel culture campaign to be once again targeting the VTuber Kirsha. Now, we talked about her about a year ago.
I love how I hate this. I'm reacting through Tectone through watching Rev Does Destiny, which is a person who I dislike because his views on black VTubers.
Because at the time, she was supposed to be a featured guest at a convention that me and my wife were also supposed to be featured guests at the time.
Great.
But she was unfortunately let go from that convention because of her problematic opinions and her wrong thinker.
Fuck him. I'll be real. Kirsch said nothing wrong. Anybody who disagrees with Kirsch, you're just horrendously misinformed. And what's been going on is that any crimes that happen to black people have immense amount of sympathy for, and then any crimes that happen to white people, they just point and laugh at. And all Kirsch was doing was pointing out.
No, nobody does that. Like, okay, example, what happened with George Floyd never should have happened. Like, George Floyd should have died. They should have put this dude in cuffs and, like, sent him away or whatnot. But no, those motherfuckers chose to put a knee on his throat, which caused him to suffocate and stuff like that. Now, is George Floyd a martyr? No, he's just a nigga who died due to fucking cops' incompetence and shit like that. Like, mind you, I do disagree with a lot of Kirsten says, but I'm gonna sit here and actually watch all the stuff and actually get informative before I start like spitting out my opinion and stuff like that. Even though I just did spit out my opinion.
The hypocrisy, how a black guy can kill a white guy and get $500,000 in sympathy funds, and a white woman can call a child the hard R while being recorded by a pedophilic black man at a.
Okay, where did that shit come from? What? See, this is what I'm talking about, misinformation and shit like that, which is wild. What is this, bro? So everybody's gonna ignore the fact that the lady just called a little child a nigger? That's crazy. And then I want to know where that come from. That's crazy. So hold on. Where does even the black shit come from? Yes, I will make comments live because where did it even come from?
Park, and she'll receive $10,000 for sympathy for that ruining her life. And guys, I'm gonna be real, killing someone is much worse than saying the N-word.
No, calling a child N-word is also almost just as bad as murdering someone. Now, is murdering somebody gonna go above calling somebody a racial slur? Of course. But both those things shouldn't have fucking happened, and both of those things shouldn't have been fucking supported. Well, let's continue.
I'll be real. They're both fucking terrible. The murder is obviously worse. But neither of these people should be getting rewarded. Neither of them. But everybody turned a blind eye when a black man killed a white woman. Yet now that the white woman is doing something wrong, everybody's pointing it out. So why don't we just have...
Wait, he misspoke, but I know what he means.
A universal rule where everybody's held accountable for this bullshit, and we just don't pick and choose our favorites. Fuck that. That's not a reality I want to live in.
Or whatever you want to label it as. And seeing that, me and my wife looked at that and said, we don't want to be a part of anything like this. So we gave up our spots as featured guests in protest of what happened. Now let's fast forward to the latest life ruination campaign targeting Kirsha, where many individuals are trying to literally ruin her life. They're going after her sponsors and anything she is affiliated with because she is so problematic. Now, one partner that actually let her go, although unofficially, is Crime Boss Rockay City. This is a game that Kirsha has been a sort of unofficial ambassador for. She is the largest streamer to play this, arguably, and she has done a lot to promote this game. A lot of their success is in part to Kirsha, but due to these recent complaints, they have dropped her entirely, and look at the results. These are the Steam reviews for this game. They have completely fallen off a cliff. And
wait, why do people lost this lowly con? Ha ha ha! Let's go.
Rightfully so. You reap what you sow when you engage in this nonsense. Now, what's going on here? Well, there's been a long series of articles, viral tweets. It's been going on for about a month now, where people are trying to label Kirsha as a literal white supremacist or a literal Nazi, and this is just the most recent.
Yeah, there was a leaked footage of her husband online too. It's some guy on an airplane wearing a Burger King crown. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen the clip, but apparently he's like, apparently that's a thing too.
Wait, where is this? Like, this is why I hate the internet sometimes when it comes to like finding out about people's past. What this has to do with this lady calling a whole child a hard R?
Article on the situation saying this from Sportskeeda.
Mind you, I haven't watched this video at all. Me and Tectone just had the same opinion about this stupid ass shit. Hey, Miss Payday. Why are you lurking there, huh, Miss Payday? Why are you up so early? It's only 6:30 on your end.
Goes viral for defending Shiloh Hendrix's fundraiser after Ladder reportedly calls a child the N-word. So in their infinite wisdom, Sportskeeda makes this wild accusation while also providing a time-stamped clip of the stream in question where she supposedly defended someone saying the N-word to a child. Unfortunately for them, in their infinite wisdom, their own clip that they provide debunks everything they're saying. And we'll see it in just a second. But to give context before we watch it, especially for those who are not from the United States, two things are relevant to this clip. There was a situation where a black high school student stabbed a white high school student to death. There was then a fundraiser for the assailants of that situation, which raised hundreds of thousands of dollars.
$500,000.
Yes, which shouldn't have been funded or whatnot. But I can't believe I'm gonna fucking say this, but I'm gonna assume it's for just lawyer fees and stuff like that, because like the whole situation became worse because of the lawyer and shit like that. The whole situation is fucked. Y'all know that kid's gonna go to fucking jail or whatnot. Now, mind you, people who gonna see this shit are gonna compare it to George Floyd and stuff like that, which is not even fucking comparable to that. Like I said, what happened to George Floyd was fucking horrible and never should have fucking happened. What happened to this white kid whose twin brother who had to go through this shit or whatnot, that should have never happened. That kid should have never been fucking stabbed. Should have better fucking security at that school, by the way. But no, the whole kid lost his brother, bro.
Because a black kid.
And we still don't know the fucking details of what happened between that whole thing. We don't know how you got there. We don't know what started or altercation. We don't know shit, or I don't know shit. I think tiredness is a pre-warning. I had an all-night all day yesterday, and
the white kid, $500,000. Guys, I've been saying this shit for years, and I'm sorry if this upsets you. I've been told I'm alt-right because of this, because I said, guys, it's okay to be white on the internet. If you don't understand the immense hatred that white people get on the internet, I'm sorry that.
Bro, it goes both ways. As a black dude, I see most of the black hatred. I barely see any white hatred. So, mind you, Tectone's white, so you probably see all that white hatred or whatnot. I'm slowly seeing the white hatred coming from white women, but other than that, I don't see a lot of this shit. I see mostly all the black hatred or whatnot, but then again, I'm black. I'm prone to seeing 90% of this shit. This is why I don't like the VTuber community though, because like a lot of people, especially like if you have certain views or whatnot, will just attack you because of your skin color and shit, which is crazy.
You're delusional, but that's the fucking truth. They're the punching bags. We've gotten to a point where people have justified racism towards white people because it doesn't count because they're white.
Yeah, like I could call white people moon crickets, male roaches, and all this other shit, but like most white people are not going to care because they don't have like an actual slur to get actually hurt by, or like have history behind any of these slurs or whatnot, which the hard R actually comes with a history of commonly white people using it towards black people. Now, has Mexican used it? Yes. Have Native Americans used it towards black people? Yes. And all other races use it against black people. But the whole reason why there's a divide between racist black people and racist white people because and why people feel like white people are getting a bunch of hate or whatnot is because how the internet is. Be like, you're gonna get certain groups that's gonna attack white people. You're gonna get a lot of groups attacking black people or whatnot. But like, it is what it is. We did have 2016 all the way up to now with white people just getting hated by like media and stuff like that, promoting like white hate and everything. Now, mind you, I don't hate white people. I just hate racist white people. White people are just normally fine, but when you're racist, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, GG's, bro. I'm not gonna talk to you or anything like that. I'm not gonna fucking engage in shit like that. Because I know everyone who's white is not a terrible person. It's just there's just such terrible people in that race that makes white people look bad.
It makes no fucking sense. I'm called an alt-right extremist because I've pointed this out. These people are fucking retarded.
A few weeks
True.
Guys, I've lost friends over that take, by the way. Just calling out the blatant favoritism towards every other race besides white people on the internet.
There's this Shiloh Hendricks individual.
Guys, how many, type 1, if you've ever heard someone say, you can't be racist towards white people. Are we noticing? How many people are saying they've seen that?
Who called?
I'm gonna put 2 because I watched the what's that shit called? Not the hot seat, but what's that shit called? Where they split like people into like fucking groups and they have like that tally has the worst bomb, even though like they're really just like other people who work with that company. I forgot what it's called. I used to watch it. They used to split up into lines and ask you certain decisions and whatnot. If it's like how you do a survey, but with actual people. It's like agree, strongly agreed, strongly disagree, and shit like that. I forgot what that shit is called. I wish somebody was in chat right now to tell me, but Miss Payday went to go lurk.
A child at a playground, the N-word, and then people raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for her after she was.
It was tens of thousands of dollars. And the last time I checked, it was 37,000, but maybe it's broke 50K, but it's not $100,000.
Doxxed and was trying to relocate her home. Now, in the clip we're gonna watch, Kirsha identifies that these things did in fact happen, and then goes on to say that the latter, the whole N-word controversy, is not good. That's their proof. Let's watch the clip that supposedly shows that she is defending this woman.
How in the name of Baby Moses on Fire did we go from the loving society of the 90s to the fucking mess in 2025?
Yeah, let's actually watch that clip instead of getting through Rev. It's already been screenshotted or whatnot. Let's go.
Against Mayor Wu, unfortunately seems like a giga cuck. The fact that you can raise money for calling a 5-year-old the N-word is insane. Hope they shut down her campaign. They shouldn't. They didn't shut down Carmelo Anthony's campaign. So getting mad at this just outs you as like a very hypocritical person. No racism, no hate. No racism, no hate. Unless it's against white people, I guess.
No, she still called a kid all the hard R. I'm just gonna see her as racist, you know? But I think Kisha should have had a take on this. She should have said both are bad. I think she does say it here, but I haven't watched this clip. I'm still in the dark about a lot of this. I'm getting this all from secondhand.
Instead of donating to a trailer trash racist, you can donate to me instead. What?
Yo! Oh, fucking dead, bro.
What a little weasel. What a little weasel freak, actually. How in the name of Baby Moses on Fire did we go from the loving society of the 90s to the fucking mess in 2025? That's some chutzpah. A lot of people are just like unfollowed. That's an unfollow for me. Bostonian guy said, oh no, what am I going to do without followers that think it's okay to call a 5-year-old the N-word? I don't think most people think it's okay. I think there are a lot of people who are tired of things happening, like Daniel Penny, like the whole George Floyd incident and the Summer of Love.
Yeah, fucking there's way too much shit that's going on right now. Like, I'm damn near 40. We've been through, like, between 2017 up to now, there's been way too many historical events or way just too much bullshit on the internet to people just give a fuck about. To be honest, a lot of this is nothing burger, bro. The lady who called a dude called a kid a hard R, it's a nothing burger, but people make it into something or whatnot. Now, mind you, should this lady get money for what she said? No, but she's gonna get support anyway.
like
Because imagine if we weren't comparing this car after that. Imagine some white dude gets harassed by, or a white person gets harassed by a black dude, and that black dude does a fundraiser. A lot of racist people are just gonna hop on that and fucking just roast the shit, get the shit canceled or reported or whatnot, so that person won't get any money, because you know how motherfuckers is, bro.
Hello, Anthony. There's just a lot of people tired of the two-tier justice system, and they start saying some crazy things and doing some crazy things. That doesn't make it okay, but it's like, that's just kind of the consequence of where we're at now, unfortunately. And there are some people who are like accelerationists that are like, the pendulum is going to swing back so far it's going to break off. And I hope that's not true. I don't want to see that happening. I don't like seeing this kind of like violence towards other people. Like, not that words are violence, right? But there are people advocating for violence on both sides. And I don't like seeing that.
Yeah, me either. I think this, sadly, the internet turns a lot of shit into nothing burgers, because people just want to complain just because they think they are entitled to complain and stuff like that.
Nature be healing and shit. They will not kneel is the sum of it. You know? This is clown world, fuck it. It's, you know, just
but you know what's fucked?
Most people be...
You know what's fucked? A lot of racist people are now going to hop on Kirsch's dick, because they're going to see this clip, and they're going to be like, oh, fam, she's one of us. Let's all, you know, hate black people all together, which is, Kirsch's not trying to promote that. I don't think, I don't know Kirsch in any way, shape, or form. I barely watch her streams. Like, I only saw her on Side Scrollers like 4 times. And I watch Side Scrollers a lot.
Being upset at how the account is kind of cucked. I kind of want to see what they're saying to, like, the donate to me. Dr. Evil. Oh, God. Thank you for the motivation. Unfollowed and donated to her. There's more to the story. Tired of the double standard. Literally what I just fucking said. Fuck, this world's wild. No thanks. What does this money even go to specifically? Unfollowed, muted.
Like, mind you, I didn't even know that the Carmel Anthony was getting support like that. Like, I found the whole thing, how I found out that Carmel Anthony was getting support was actually through hearing the comparison to this and the fucking kid being called a hard R.
Can you raise money for stabbing someone in the heart? But you can raise money for stabbing someone in the heart, true. You're trash and a grifter.
Damn.
She used a word to describe a person being judged by their actions. I don't know about that. By the way, it's over 220k now, so cope and seethe. True, cope and seethe. Pathetic grifter. I'm more surprised I'm actions. For stabbing someone in the heart. But you can raise money for stabbing someone in the heart, true.
She used a word to describe a person judged by their actions. Wow. That's a crazy ass saying, bro. Like, I get called, so due to our actions, we deserve to get called hard R's? Is that how we going? That's crazy. And look, 5 people like that.
You're trash and a grifter. She used a word to describe a person being judged by their actions. I don't know about that. By the way, it's over 220k now, so cope and seethe. True, cope and seethe. Pathetic grifter. I'm more surprised I'm seeing people use the word grifter correctly here. Unironically. Better question, what's a Somalian pedophile doing in America?
Yeah, so how do we know if this person's a pedophile? That's what I want to know. Hold on. Who said that? Lefty Crypto? Press X. Because they have a full link here. Lefty. Hold on real quick. I put lift. Lefty. No underscore. All right. Wow, hold on. Wow, one of the good ones? Fuck this dude, bro. Hold on.
So calling a black person one of the good ones is fucking wild, bro. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Don't ever, if some white person said you're one of the good ones, slap them in their fucking mouth. That's just like, just call me a nigger, dead ass. I'm like, oh, you're one of the good ones. Like, no, bro. All right, let's find the comment because I want to see where that shit's come from. May 12th, May 12th. 4 days ago, it is the 15th. Let's see. I'm glad that Social Security Minister rating notification while you flood the country with Somalians. Don't believe that's real. We voted for this. White immigrants are openly admitted while black and brown immigrants are denied entry. Talking about the South African stuff. What is the date on the 4 hours ago? May 1st? Okay. Thank you. Damn. Calling black people low IQs is crazy. This guy might be racist on Twitter. Oh, damn, they changed it now to black people. May 2nd. Okay, so Shamar Blake Omar was charged with raping a 16-year-old after she ran away from him from a foster home. Why was he at a playground? According to records, do we have? Here we go. The guy who took the video has no children. Was at the park surrounded by children. The guy who took the video has no children. Was surrounded by children. Here's the correction. The same dude, and he went to private on TikTok, changed his profile. LOL. Okay, but where's the link? There should be a case file, right? Oh, two different niggas. What? Those are two different people. True update. Incredible. Didn't know. Okay. When was this actually fucking posted? May 1st? Rochester man may have a joint trial alleged for rape of a runaway teen. It says alleged here, so Muhammad Hassan left and Sharon Blake on Omar on the right. Women's Country Detention Center. These are two different people, right? Let's see. Outrage. Black women found anywhere. Silence over multiple black on white rapes and murders occurred every day. Don't believe that. Probably illegal for him to be around children. It would be hilarious. But where's the fucking case though? Cause like I really don't believe this shit because you can just fake this shit online. But like nobody has any links showing. Let's scroll down real quick. All right, so this is him, right? Okay, maybe I'm in a racist fucking Twitter looking up this shit right now because motherfuckers don't want to post actual fucking stuff. We called the Rochester Police Department, the City of Rochester Attorney Office, and the Attorney Office launched a full investigation on filing of personal charges. Here, let's look this up. Cause motherfuckers love to post shit and not actually post like any fucking any fucking shit on or like post any like links or any case files or anything like that. When so let's look up something real quick. Black on white crime stats. White on white. This is in 2016. I need something that's up to date. Not in from 2016. So that's 2025. Table 43. All right. Table 43B. Damn, it's like white people like stats are higher for some fucking reason. And why is rape so high? Like this should be to 0, dead ass. Native American, Asian, da 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 da. Oops. I hate when the table's not fully. There we go. Sex offenders, gambling, drug conviction, da 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 da. I gotta stop looking at this shit. They gotta actually give me the fucking links on this. Okay, so this is 2019, bro. I need 2025. Why is he so low, but this one's so damn high? What is this? Yeah, I'm not looking for this now. Hold on. The US people. Yeah, this is just police shit. I don't need to learn about police shit. I need to learn about the data between white people and black people, where black people are killing white people at alarming rates. Because I think that that stat is wrong. Here we go. White, black. Society, crime and law enforcement. People shot to death in the U.S. Oh, god damn it! Why is this police shit? Juvenile Justice and Department of Prevention. Let's go adult. This is from 2020. Yeah, I only got this by year. Yeah, the last one's 2020. That's here. Damn. This is about youth crime now. I'm trying to find trends in the U.S. crime. Black people commit more crimes than white people. Crime trends in California? No. Hate crimes? Here we go. Key 2022, 2023. Is there no 2025 update on this? Because we should have an update by now, right? It's almost the middle of the year, isn't it? Yeah, it's almost the middle of the year. We should have actual data on this. But no, we're going to continue. Let's get back to what we're watching.
Allegedly. Let's see. What is a pedophile doing at a children's park? So this is a guy that recorded it. Mohammed Hussein Omer and Sharmake Bale Omar, Olmsted County Adult Detention Center. 2 Rochester men will appear in court on May 5th on joint charges of 3rd and 5th degree criminal sexual conduct after being accused of raping a 16-year-old after offering her a place to stay. Mohammed Hussein Omar, 42, and Sharmake Bale Omar, 30, may receive a joint trial for their identical charges of 3rd-degree criminal sexual conduct, penetration of a person under 18 years old, uses coercion, and 5th-degree criminal sexual conduct, non-consensual penetration dating back to January.
So where are the court records? Because I see nobody who Twitter is posting like links and stuff like this.
February 20th, 2022. The guy who took the video has no children and was at a park surrounded by children. This is a credit to Herrera on TikTok here. It's the same dude, and he went private on TikTok and changed his profile. Interesting. Interesting. Sure, this isn't the UK. I mean, it's weird that it's in Rochester and not Michigan.
Okay, that was funny.
I'm gonna be real. I'm glad my pineapple hat is in the way. Because there's some slurs over here that can't be shown. Holy shit. Holy fuck, these people. You're glad you're at the gym right now? You needed the energy to push harder. God damn, you and your swinger hat. My swinger hat is protecting me. I'm being protected. That's a little crazy. And then, we have this response from government officials because, you know, if there's anything you can expect from government officials, it's protecting alleged pedophiles. The Senate DFL and Minnesota DFL have issued a statement defending the thief and a pedo. Unreal. I don't know why it says pedo father. I don't think the guy was the father. He was just like a random guy at the park who is an alleged pedophile.
Yes, remember, alleged. Alleged is a fucking strong word nowadays, and people don't take that word seriously. If we can't find a court case on something, then how do you know if somebody actually did something? Because you can allege whatever the fuck you want, but until there's actual fucking proof, it's just the alleged is dead inside the fucking water. So I want to see court cases. I want to see what day with the court and all this other shit, right? Here, let's do this. Let's actually find the court case. I want to find this actual court case. So the person's name is Mohammed. Let's do this. We'll look at these both, by the way. H-A-O-E-S. N. Omir. Mere case. Case update. All right, then. Because you would think, because it's been 2 years, right? You would think after the case, these guys will still be in jail for the alleged rape, right? And usually get like 10 to 15 years because of that shit, right? So let's actually find the case. Case update. Oh, motherfuckers didn't do research. What is this? Now I'm not going off this first case. This might be somebody. It's like it's somebody else. Update. The Osman country dismissed the charges against Aman Omar in case in the interest of justice. That's it. There's nothing. Hmm. Ah, it's Grok. It's Grok. Okay, let me get out of here. Here we go. So update on sexual case. Man dismissed. Oh, here we go. Actual case data. Where's the case number? Case file number. When doing this, always copy the case file number and always search it up on Google to see if it's real. State of Minnesota. Bam, bam, bam. All right, here it is. So this is probably real. But the case number is supposed to be like more than that. So let's try here. Right. Case number file. Case number file is the case in Lakeport, California. No, not in California. Copy. We have to do it this way because fucking. Yes, I accept. Case number. No. Case number. Here we go. Copy. All right, here we go. Dismissed and dismissed. Holy fucking shit! You see what happens when you actually fucking do research and not just throw shit out there. Now, why both of these were dismissed, I wonder. Criminal sexual crimes penalty, dismissed on fucking March 14th. Felony charge, see case details. All right. Let's see why it was dismissed. Real quick, I gotta refresh this real quick. But no, that's crazy. All it took was some fucking research. Now, this guy was dismissed. We gotta go in and see on the other guy because he might have not been dismissed. all it took was some fucking research. Because if something's alleged and these niggas is still out, around these people or whatnot, which means these dudes weren't convicted. Now, mind you, we're gonna look at the other guy real quick. So let's see. Case update. Omar Rochester, man being linked to Sherman Hill's racial slur video. Just fundraiser video. A woman identified. GoFundMe raiser. Fast survivors now social media are speculating the man who recorded Sherman Rochester's alleged rape sheet. I surfaced on X platform, the reason is Twitter. Back in 2023, on 2 men. However, Cunningham dismissed the charges on March 2025. Court documents that the case is dismissed in interest of justice. Republican state delegate and percent chair Republican state delegate and percent chair Sarah Fields tweeted identifying the man who recorded has the video as Sherman Blake Omar. Many are calling him a pedo due to the older case where he was accused of assaulting a 16-year-old. However, according to court documents, the accusations were dropped and he was cleared of all allegations. Holy shit! What is this, bro? What is this shit, bro? Hold on, let me make this bigger. Let me make this fucking bigger so everybody can fucking see. This is what happens. This is what happens when you put allegations on somebody who allegations were fucking dropped and he was cleared of all allegations. How, bro? How? Now people are gonna be saying, "Oh, that's just the justice system, fucking that's just the justice system, fucking protecting pedophiles." But like, the allegations were clear. Let's read more into this. Matter of fact. Let's see. He has several children and was allowing them to play in the park when the incident occurred. Oh my god, that's crazy. Now, mind you, this is from the Henderson Times. Let's actually find ground news. Ground news. Always use ground news for researching and actually looking up articles and stuff like that, because it might just fucking shock you. All right, let's see who's covering this. Oh, the left is covering this more than the right. And like, it looks like it's mostly centrists. I hate this when they just like dox my name, but I don't care. Y'all guys already saw my name so many fucking times. Okay. Did you know double cheeseburger? Yes, I did. Hold on real quick. Hey, hon. All right.
If that turns out to be the father, I'll be incredibly fucking surprised, dude. Lawmakers respect.
Yo, imagine if that was the father we're talking to and she said that to the father. If that's so, I would laugh. I'd be like, you know what? This is a nothing burger. Oh my god, that's crazy.
On to viral video of Rochester woman. I can't read this. Hold on, it's too small. Thank you, slur concealing pineapple swinger hat. I know we usually count on you sharing partners, but we sure appreciate you not sharing the hate speech. Yeah, thank you, hate speech silencing pineapple hat. You're my greatest ally. St. Paul, Minnesota. On Wednesday, April 30th, a video went viral on social media of a Rochester woman directing racial slurs towards children. Chat, I have to ask, I thought this was Rochester, New York this whole time. Is there a Rochester, Minnesota? Because otherwise, why are Minnesota political people, like, making an official statement?
Yeah.
Yes? Yeah. So this is in Minnesota. It is in Minnesota. Okay, well, the Somali immigrant makes a lot more sense now. There's many Rochester. This whole time I thought it was in fucking New York, man. I thought it was in New York.
Yo, hold on.
Better than racism.
My name is Shannon, and I have been put in a very dire situation. I recently had my kids 18 months in diapers in the back park. I called the kid for what he was. Another man who recently found out his history with law enforcement proceeds to follow me and record me to my car. Well, hold on. I called the kid for what he was. Yeah, no, you're bitch, you're racist. Fuck out of here, bitch. Damn, that's wild, bro.
Absolutely. I'll take a pineapple over.
Like, no, 100%, that lady was 100% racist, dead ass. But luckily we have the power of the internet to actually look this shit up and actually like not just call out people for allegations and whatnot. Now, mind you, people says it was alleged. We have the case file here showing that it wasn't alleged, which is fucking crazy, bro.
For racism any day, man. Not my Rochester. In the video, a man records himself confronting the woman for using a slur, to which she responds by repeating it. How dare she? In response, state lawmakers representing the Rochester area, Senator Liz Bolden, DFL Rochester, Representative Andy Smith, DFL Rochester, Representative Kim Hicks, DFL Rochester, and Representative Tina Liebling, DFL Rochester, released the following statement. We commend the gentleman who recorded the encounter for standing up and protecting one of our youngest community members, a 5-year-old boy, from this targeted hate. Are you not going to ask why there's an alleged pedophile going to court for his sexual conduct of a minor on May 5th, recording children at a park? Is this not...
So, the thing is, what I read, the dude had like 7 kids, so...
A question you're going to be asking, why do you commend the alleged pedophile for this behavior? This is crazy to me. We condemn these vile acts of racism in the strongest way possible. This disgusting rhetoric has no place in our community, and we're grateful that a bystander took action and prevented further escalation by the perpetrator. It's like, once again, you shouldn't insult children, slur or not, right? Like, you take that shit to their parents, because the parents who have failed in raising the child correctly. Where were the parents? And also, this is a crazy statement to make.
Listen, if you would have said hard R to the parents, fine. But saying a hard R to a kid is crazy. I remember I was first called a hard R by another kid. I called him a hard R right back. That shit was funny. Like, being an adult now. Oh, shit. Fuck. God damn it, I tripped and messed up my fucking screen. Oh, god damn it. It's whatevers. Oh, shit. Damn, that's crazy, dude. Dude was not even able to defend himself. He locked up everything, bro. Oh, fuck. Because dude has kids, he can't, he can't be a alleged pedo. Why is the kid going through another person's bag? Where were the parents? Why was the little rat just running around in people's bags? I'm looking in your stream. LOL. You should turn off verified. Just turn off verified accounts only. No, I have that on because I got hate rated too many times, so I have to turn verified accounts on because of all the bullshit, all the bots and stuff like that that keeps coming in my stream. I just got super annoyed with that shit, to be honest. Use SiriBot? I'll look more into the case to see why it was actually dropped. I actually will just send you the link because I'm looking at the case right now. So in the case, this is Minnesota Judicial Branch. Case results, charges were dropped. We go to more details here. And yeah, it goes a little bit more deeper into it. The interim conditions for Omar Blake, post bail and bond, make full future appearance, da 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 da. I want to hear the hearing where they dropped the case. Here, let's do this. I don't really like downloading PDFs. All right, so this is the dismissal trial. So let's go back one. Hearing is probably on YouTube. Actually, no, that's actually might be right. It'd probably be on YouTube. Let's see here. Why do we have the full case here? It's supposed to present us the full case and details. This is a matter of schedule. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Both offenders' DNA found positive match in the rate contestant, multiple eyewitness testimonies and video evidence, jury pre-scheduled questions, and da 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 da. Case dismissed. Houses for justice. In response to the court hearing, the witness exhibit the during the limited time. Witness's narrative. I wish. Where did you see this at? Why does documents show there was a DNA test and match? There are so many PM deaths and I'm at work. All right, so motions. Let's go all the way back down. Because there was said there was DNA evidence, right? E-file comp, demand on his hearing, probation referral, partial release, certificate of representation, demand, okay, discovery disclosure. All right, let's see what this says. Mistake has to age. All right. Before it's defendant criminal record known as disclosed discovery packet to the defendant by Minnesota, defendant requests on all records of all witnesses is listed as state of Minnesota, defendant, da 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 da. Okay. Waiver of extradition, no cash bond, no cash bond, solicitation, proposed to order document, hearing held remote, da 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 da. Notice on omnibus hearing, notice of hearing, discovery disclosed from friend, requesting notice of hearing, notice of hearing, request of convening, notice where attorney, da 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 da. So that's one of your attorneys. Waiver of appearance. Witness list. Schedule of jury trial. So here we gotta scroll all the way up. There's a lot here, bro. Schedule trial, jury trial, correspondence held hearing. So where would it be at? Here, let's go here. I'm looking online, not seeing anything besides the dismissal records. Where did you find this? No, like actually, where did you find this? Enters a case number. There are 2 filings or more in this one. I went through document each of my points in their own documents. It's there. Yeah, where's the document that shows this? Dear Judge Stevens. Okay, so who is the judge? Judicial Officer Wallace Kenneth M. Wait, what? So the attorney. Attorney. Where? Huh? Where does it show the judge's name here? Dismissal felony. Judicial Officer Wallace and Kathy. Yeah, she's the judge. She's the person who's color for it. So why is the judge's name here, Dear Judge Stevens? But this is the judge that was here. Unless somebody else took over the case, because let's scroll down. Hearings. Oh, they have changed. So here we go. Stevens Christina, right? On February 28th, 2024. Okay. Huh. Okay, so why is that not there? Exhibit is tentative. Proposed jury instructions tentative. Standard instructions chapters previous court filed on February 28th. Motions preference question file. Motion for late defense. Motion to impeach all previous State remains the right to amend, modify, or withdraw name items from above list. So where's the list? Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna look at this hearing on YouTube. I want to know more about this. Apparently they're brothers too. Copy. All right. Done with you, Kirsha. We're still gonna go through a lot of these videos or whatnot, which I'm gonna react to, but we're gonna have to find more about this.
Flash news to everybody. If investigations are happening on a serious crime which I was being accused of was the past, that
I hate motherfuckers that do this shit.
I've insulted somebody, I should say, in the English terminology, which is proving that I have never done anything wrong, and the case was dismissed. Why am I guilty of something in a court of law dismissed? Tell me, why am I? I'm getting threats. Why? This is a miracle.
Yeah, because you're getting threats because people want to have their own justice. It's the justice system didn't work, so they're going to put their own justice and try to harass you. I see why he cut off his shit now.
So there you have the guy who was recording the initial video, Sharmak Bail Omar, saying that those charges against him for that case were dismissed. He also says that we shouldn't be going after him because he is innocent and said he didn't do anything wrong to that girl who filed charges against him. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments.
Alright. I hate how we don't get videos when we get fucking shorts. Can we not get shorts, please? Can we get actual? No. Can we get actual fucking videos, please? Video. And they're all fucking shorts. I'm looking for fucking videos. Minnesota mom crashes out on young teen raises $1 million. It's not $1 million. It's not $1 million. The fundraising war. Austin Metcalf. What?
Give Send Go didn't only disable the comments for donations on Shiloh Hendrix's Give Send Go fundraiser, as you can see here. Give Send Go actually did the same thing to Carmelo Anthony's Give Send Go fundraiser by disabling the comments for donations.
Yeah, if they both did that, it's crazy.
As you can see here, and the NAACP is currently disabling the ability to donate on their fundraiser for the 5-year-old kid. And Austin Metcalf has raised nearly over $8.
Now, okay, so Metcalf should actually have the funds raised. I don't know why these other two shits are getting way much money than the person who lost his fucking son. Oh my fucking god.
$100,000.
Like, I will definitely donate if I have the money to, like, them, because, like, fucking this father lost his son over some stupid shit. The school should protect this kid from not getting stabbed. Like, I'm not gonna just blame just the black kid who just came over with a knife and stabbed him in the heart. Of course he's the fucking blame. He's already in jail. He's gonna serve his fucking time. Dude's already gone or whatnot. But to have this GoFundMe, this is so weird. To have this bullshit go on to where like fucking to where different GoFundMes around all this shit is just getting like hyped up by niggas just being racist on the internet. That's crazy. Look how racist we've gone so far, guys. I'm not even saying that this GoFundMe about Austin Metcalf is in any like charged by any racism and whatnot. Like I said, a father has lost his son, and it's fucking depressing seeing that shit, bro. A brother just lost his twin, bro. And motherfuckers just want to be mad and like fun to like see this shit compared and shit like that. Oh fuck.
Combined with his other family members' GoFundMe fundraiser for him. And then we got the final boss with Luigi Mangione.
Hey, the final boss.
Almost receiving $1 million on Give Send Go, and they
oh no, he killed that nigga, bro. He's done.
Keep increasing the goal to 1 million now to 1.5 million, with his biggest donation being 36K.
Jesus Christ.
Let me know what you guys think about this.
All right. She called her autistic kid the N-word, and now she's being praised. I'm not holding back. You know what? I'm gonna put that to the side. I always like to hear, like, you know, black people get upset.
That's some chutzpah. A lot of people are just like unfollowed. That's an unfollow from me. Bostonian guy said, "Oh no, what am I going to do without followers? I think it's okay to call a 5-year-old the N-word." I don't think most people think it's okay. Yeah. I think there are a lot of people who are tired of things happening, like Daniel Penny, like the whole George Floyd incident and A Summer of Love, like the Carmelo Anthony.
Like, guys, I understand that some words are really bad and they hurt people's feelings. I would rather be called a name than get fucking stabbed to death. And
true!
And that's where we're at in Big 2025, where we're trying to say that name-calling is worse than murder. That's what people are trying to say. It's insane. But a kid, though, okay. So, let me ask you a question. Dazzle Dork, if you were a kid, would you rather be called a name or would you rather be stabbed to death?
I will say neither.
I cannot believe that you just tried to say that you'd rather be stabbed to death over being called a name. Jesus. That happened in real time, by the way. Jesus. Good. You've changed your opinion. Thank you.
There's just a lot of people tired of the two-tier justice system.
Of course.
And they start saying some crazy things and doing some crazy things. That doesn't make it okay.
Of course it doesn't.
But it's like, that's just kind of the consequence of where we're at now, unfortunately. And there are some people who are like accelerationists that are like, the pendulum is going to swing back so far it's going to break off. And I hope that's not true.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that happening. I don't like seeing this kind of, like, violence towards other people. Like, not that words are violence, right? But there are people advocating for violence on both sides, and I don't like seeing that.
Again, to reiterate, Sportskeeda is accusing Kirsche of seemingly defending the latter fundraiser and the clip they provide as the supposed proof.
Wait, what?
Again, to reiterate, Sportskeeda is accusing Kirsche of seemingly defending the latter fundraiser and the clip they provide as the supposed proof does the exact opposite. Absolutely. It debunks their own claim. She looks at the objective reality that these two fundraisers do exist. They happen. She identifies that, and then later says that given the circumstances and everything going on with the two fundraisers and all of the controversy...
Also, you know what? I'm going to take back what I'm saying about Conrad Anthony. If the family can't bring up money for the case right now and they really want to defend their child, then let them make the GoFundMe. But don't support it if you feel like it shouldn't be fucking supported. Me, myself, as a black dude, I'm not going to support it just because I'm black or anything like that. But, like, dude's not innocent. Dude admitted to the fucking stabbing a fucking whole other person. I'm not gonna support that shit. But if motherfuckers out there gonna support it, then go ahead, fucking support it. Waste your fucking money.
And how one's universally praised, the other one's universally shit on.
Sportskeeda then says that is proof of her defending the fundraiser.
Not even close.
Incredibly.
Not even in the same ballpark. It's so disingenuous.
Dishonest. Honestly, at this point, they make Kotaku look like they deserve a Pulitzer Prize. This is a garbage headline. It is misleading.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't want to hear this fucking loser just talk about this shit. I'd rather hear fucking Tectone talk than this fucking loser. But it is what it is.
That she's a white supremacist, that she's this awful, terrible person because they read a headline from Sportskeeda and other viral tweets like that. But they don't question.
There's so many times where the internet just tries to run rampant with someone's misfortune or an out-of-context clip and try to ruin their life, but 99 times out of 100, if you just look into it for yourself, you'll realize that it's a fucking nothing burger.
Question anything that's actually going on here. When you have people like Asmongold actually look at the clip in question that's supposed to defend this claim in the headline, it proves the exact opposite. So this is a very unfortunate situation where people are using articles like this to go after
Sportskeeda,
sponsors
where
and
50 to 60-year-old gets their news.
That leads us to Crime Boss, which again, Kirsche was a sort of unofficial ambassador for. They weren't paying her to promote this game. She was just a very big fan.
Wait a minute. Hold on, let's actually find the judge. Because if we get the judge hearing on this... Oh my god. So... It's cancelled. It went from Pamela King to Christina Stevens. Yeah, he went from Joseph F. or Joseph Case. Pamela King. So who was the first judge? Da-da-da-da. E-file comp order of deletion. Alright, here we go. I think this is it. Count 1, count 2, statements of probability case. Complaint of name. On January 2022, I'm first smoking reference. Where was the kit actually put? Alt F. Rape kit. Or kit. NA. What? Yeah, no, I gotta ask, where did you actually see this at? Alright.
And brought a lot of people to this.
Let's skip to the next one. I don't feel like hearing Rev does Desu.
Welcome back, my paper bag boys and gals. Today we've got the VTuber industry absolutely collapsing, with Kirsch losing her sponsors, literally losing her sponsors. They are dropping her over some drama over.
Yeah, bro, fucking all she said was a sentence and motherfuckers got mad. But listen to this.
Some things that she said in the past. And it turns out that Ren Primrose absolutely dropping gamer subs, and this Vice hit piece coming out against Kirsch, saying that elephants in the room are bigotry, that VTubing is full of bigotry, has literally had an effect, and that is Kirsch literally losing her sponsorships. So let's get into it. Permaband here stating Vice is now doing what they did to anime-manga. Anna Valens really cannot let go of being rejected that one time, huh? Apparently public word online talks about being rejected, about a rejection.
Oh, the voice actor, right.
Passing the rejection is bigotry. This is very personal, it seems. Then with VTuber.
Yeah, like I said, Vice is malicious. I think they're anti-Japanese and anti anime culture, because like how the hell are you gonna like fucking diss Japan and show Japan in the bad light like that, and turn around and like kiss ass to like Saudi Arabia and shit? Like, make it make sense. And mind you, Saudi Arabia is not a bad place. Fucking, it's just how the way Vice is covering it.
Has a problem with right-wing harassment. Anna Valens shares her experience with Riri Gaki down here stating VTubing has an elephant in the room. Anna Valens, which is the author of the freaking article. Like, holy cow. And this Crisis Doll VTuber saying, oh Christ.
What's their name? Anna. Oh. Waypoint stands. Okay, so we do have this here. Copy. Waypoint stands and anniversary. It's time to identify and stand on business and say that what's happening to Waypoint owned Valentine's is earlier unacceptable. Oh damn, they have everything here. Let's go. Alright, we're not gonna look at this until we're done with watching these videos, because I do have all of this ready or whatnot. Like, I have all this shit ready just to go through and shit like that. Oh my god. Minimize. Bring this to the front. Let's go.
Not this shit again. Cancel culture is back, folks. Cancel culture is absolutely back. Even with John VTuber Primrose saying that due to their associations with creators whose views strongly conflict with my own, as well as a lack of communication from the company on this issue, I have chosen to end my affiliation with GamerSubs effective immediately. Thank you.
GamerSubs don't care.
For your support.
I really want to get sponsored by GamerSubs, but I don't know.
I hope this helps at the end, you know what I'm saying? Literally trying to cancel another creator. She literally says due to their association with creators who don't agree with me, and due to GamerSubs not communicating, not a lack of communication for the company on this issue, so she literally wrote GamerSubs to try to get them to end their support of another creator, and when they didn't, she was like, not me, dude. She literally said, it's either the PlayStation or me. She's that crazy ex-girlfriend that literally said the PlayStation or me, and GamerSubs chose the F in PlayStation, baby. GamerSubs is literally one of the most caring, supportive, and open to criticism sponsorships that there is. They let creators choose and do what they want to do, and that is a plus by me, and I am not affiliated with them at all. So GamerSubs gets a thumbs up from Old Paper Bag Boy, and this Ren Primrose, John VTuber here, Ren Primrose, we all know who that is, leaving freaking GamerSubs over this is an absolute freaking crazy, you know, that's a crazy take. That is insane. But this is the article, boys. This is VTubing as an elephant in the room bigotry, baby. Let me ask you this.
I like this dude's bag. He is just shaking. I'm sorry for not talking. I'm actually on the side. I'm reading this.
Is one of the most loving and open spaces, one of the most accepting spaces that lets people come in and put on an avatar and be whoever the fuck they want to be.
True.
room full of bigotry and prejudice. Okay, how is that even freaking possible? Because it's not, dude. This artist is getting a bunch of hate, or this author is getting a bunch of flack online due to the fact that they're insane takes and they're saying that it's right-wing harassment. No, buddy, you're getting hate from both sides because you're fucking crazy. Like, you're literally insane. You don't understand what you're not grounded in reality. With here, since
Dude sounds like he's drunk.
publication of this article, harassment against me has become particularly egregious on Twitter. An anime-themed tea company told me to, yada yada. Can't say that on YouTube. A right-wing VTuber fan encouraged me to buy rope to yada yada. Can't say that on YouTube. If I had a freak like Anna Valens attacking me and slandering me, I would just remind him this item right.
Man, if we do actually get a quote-unquote VTuber gay from this, I'm just gonna not call myself a VTuber anymore. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm just using the avatar. I might go 2D.
Here is very cheap and value for the wallet. Oh my God, that's some tough ones, boys. That's some tough ones. But listen to this. I did not expect the harassment to end on Twitter, whether it's a right-wing VTuber using an AI image of Shiloh Haddix to flip me off, or harasser encouraging to bully effing journalists. Further evidence of bigotry in VTubing is being created real time via my Twitter replies alone. Buddy, that is Twitter freaks. You are literally fighting with Twitter freaks online. And you're
True. Don't fight with Twitter freaks. You can't change their mind. They're just gonna be freaks and losers on the internet.
saying that the VTubing space is attacking you, buddy. You're getting attacked by freaking Twitter freaks, okay? Anyways, Kirsch lost her sponsors over this. Saying a month into the life ruination campaign started by people who hate.
Wait, this was a month? Damn, that's crazy. All because she said a sentence. That's crazy. She's getting canceled because she said a sentence.
Me enduring a pre-planned vacation where communication and access to my home and resources were minimal. In-game studios and devs of Crime Boss Rock A City, a game I loved and heavily promoted since its release in 2023, dropped their relationship with me. That's called censorship, folks, and that's called cancel culture. Like, oh my goodness, when you try to ruin a creator's source of income and you try to take their job away, you are literally trying to cancel them. That is the definition of cancel, okay? They were swayed by anonymous posts, Reddit users who admit to not watching me, people who lie by omission, and people who straw man all of my stances. And to cap it off, a muckraker from a dying news outlet with an axe to grind decided to compile it all into an article with no more integrity than Tumblr blog they no doubt had. This company is now experiencing cancel culture. It is. That is what cancel culture is. When you're trying to deplatform a creator, you're trying to.
Yeah, I think cancel culture should be a thing. I wish cancel culture would just hurry up and die out, but it's not, because there are some people who deserve to be canceled, and there's a lot of people who don't deserve to be canceled. But it is what it is. Cancel culture is turning into he said, she said shit, and just turning into drama, and then nothing happens. Nothing fucking happens. And I love when people try to cancel people who have receipts and shit like that, because I find it funny. Because once you see those receipts and everything, everybody just shut the fuck up about it and everything like that. Nobody keeps going. It's like, oh, I guess he bought all evidence and shit like that, right? But no, cancel culture is just, I feel, is just fucking retarded. I think we should cancel people after getting evidence, after people are get sent to court, after all this shit. That's when we should cancel people, when the actual evidence is put out there and not some random ass screenshot that's being mistaken for something else. What is this video? Hold on. I have a video on here. I don't know what it is. Oh, this video! No! 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 It's Thursday. I'm yelling like extra loud and shit. I'm so happy I closed my window.
To take away their job. When you are trying to get the sponsorships to drop them, you are trying to take away their job. My audience were paying customers who are voting with their voice and their wallet after a company makes an astronomically poor decision they disagree with. These are not review bombs. These are not people who don't own the game brigading. In-game are experiencing what happens when you capitulate to cancel culture. These two things are not the same. It's incredibly obvious and everybody knows it. Damn, bro, Kirsch going off. I don't even watch Kirsch. Kirsch going off. I don't even watch her. Damn, boy, she's insane. You people held this power and ruined others reputationally, financially for years, and now we are standing up for ourselves. F you, F cancel culture, F the Darvo. That's what happens when anybody decides to defend themselves. You reap what you sow. And this goes on to talk about Keeney, who she is re-quoting here. This is Kirsch's reply to Keeney, who literally says, cancel culture has eroded in meaning. Instead of being attempted to deplatform a creator or significantly harm their public image, often unjustly. So they only agree that it's cancel culture whenever they decide if it's just or not. So
no, he's right though. Like people only like, I think it's like the pick and choose shit. Like why won't you be mad at thee and not at me, or be mad at thee and not at them, or whatever? I think I'm saying the saying wrong, but no. I feel this is cancel culture shit just as stupid, honestly. And if I get canceled, I'm gonna still say the same shit, because like you need proper edit. We need to get off this dick of proving guilty until proven innocent, or guilty until proven innocent type mentality, because this shit's not gonna work, because time and time again cancel culture has failed, to be honest. Like, mind you, sometimes cancel culture got some motherfuckers out here, but EDP still has a YouTube platform. EDP is still out there doing gross shit. So to be honest, cancel culture is meaningless, to be honest. Cause what is cancel culture gonna do? Oh, it's harming my image, but I'm still have access to the internet and all these people who I talk to via the internet. So oh well. Like, if cancel culture really worked, Hassan would probably not have his career right now. Or any of these motherfuckers probably not have their career. Like, look at Destiny, which is a video I'm definitely gonna watch. Like, dude, they call the fucking gooder and passing out news and shit. Now people want to sue him and shit like that. And like, he still has a fan base and shit like that. Like, if you have a big enough fan base, you can't. I assume that you can't get canceled. But let's say you have no fan base, a little fan base, but you have all the evidence to prove that that cancel culture is wrong. You're still gonna be looked at in the eyes has that image that other people will see while trying to cancel you. Like, we just saw where motherfuckers try to call this dude a pedophile, but the case has been fucking dismissed. Now, still have to find out where the fuck is that DNA evidence, damn it. Because there's no way, there's no DNA evidence of somebody being sexually assaulted and the DNA evidence matched and the case is dismissed. That is so fucking weird. That is really fucking weird. I really need to go deeper into that.
Doesn't that seem a little crazy? Why is this person the one that's the decider? No.
By the way, this is Paperback Boy. Make sure you subscribe and follow him.
Majority decides, buddy, and the majority has decided that,
but like, I don't know his opinion. I don't know all his opinions or whatnot, but he's pretty based right now.
Is cancel culture, and that it's not okay. Kirsch should not be losing sponsorships if she's not even getting banned off of Twitch for the things that she said. It now somehow means a single.
No, I don't think she ever gonna get banned off of fucking Twitch for the things that anybody says, bro. Nobody gets banned off Twitch unless like Twitch doesn't like you. Like, if you call fucking Frogan the Hut fat, you would definitely probably get banned. But that's if like a lot of people like report you, because I think I know what happened, how Tectone got banned or whatnot. People just reported him for like people being mad for him critiquing their fat Oshi. But it is what it is.
Single company choosing not to associate with their brand with you after hearing your insane beliefs. Down here, Strawberry. Rev says Destiny's wife even commenting on this. The single company only cut off their biggest sponsor after a month of immense pressure from rabid antis online. Many fans who bought copies of the game because of Kirsch now regret supporting this company. And if I bought a copy because Kirsch supported it, I would regret buying the game too, because they literally just dropped Kirsch like a bad habit at the first sign of controversy.
You know, it's funny as fuck. Like, mind you, I knew about the game, but I didn't know the game was this popular. I thought it was one of those low-key cell phone games, but I know Chuck Norris is in the game.
Feel bad for these companies who throw away talent like this. Personally, I do think you should only leave an actual negative game review if you own the game, and same for a positive one. Not exactly sure how that works, but anybody should be able to express their feelings of discontent about the dropping of an important creator on a platform. And dude, that's the truth. She just dropped a freaking truth bomb. This Grant here saying Kirsch was literally told by these devs that she was one of the main reasons their Steam launch was successful at all. No exaggeration, she was a lifeline design for this game, and otherwise would have been dead.
I don't think she did that much. I think she just played the game on stream and people was like, oh.
On arrival, she gave this game the game she loved, thousands of eyes and hundreds of players. And I don't know about y'all, but thousands of eyes to a small game like this matters immensely.
Hold on, I want to check the Steam. All right, let's see when it first came out. Is there a way to look up the stats? I think you got to go to Steam DB. Steam DB. Oh my god, I'm not a fucking robot. Thank you. Here we go. I'm talking about price drops. I'm trying to see how many people played the game. Charts. Max. Oh damn, look at that. April 7th, 2020, 2025. 7K players. 6K players. Let's see, players right now, 108 peak. So this must be not a multiplayer game or some shit. Is it multiplayer? FPS action shooter. The trailer real quick.
I got a proposition for you. The Iceman's taken something of mine. You're gonna help me take something of his. Do this for me. I'll give you a shot at the man himself. They're here! You better bring the heat for this job.
Oh, you got Slight running. Okay, so this is Payday the fucking clone. Damn, bro, the fucking trailer's so generic. I hate it here. I need actual trailers. Improve bot AI, earn your respect campaign. Okay, so this must be a patch. So what we're gonna do is
passion, right? Heart, caring about people, love.
No.
Passion.
Trailer. Oh look, we got an IGN review from 2 years ago.
You're being attacked? By whom? Rappers?
Don't you lose my candy gun. Damn it.
Crime boss Roque City takes...
What was that line?
You're being attacked? By whom? Rappers?
Don't you lose my candy gun. Damn it.
Crime boss Roque
What was that line just now?
City takes Payday's potent formula and plops it in the middle of the decade that brought us bleached hair, dial-up internet, and the 92 to 93 Dallas Mavericks. Unfortunately, just like bleached hair, dial-up internet, and those 11 and 71 Dallas Mavericks, Crime Boss looks awful, is technically outclassed, and is full of embarrassing performances.
You got chucked. Pretty bad, too.
Oh, Chuck Norris is the sheriff.
Thanks to the compelling car crash quality of some of its cutscenes, it's nonetheless impossible to recommend right now on account of regular bugs, repetitive missions, and bog standard blasting that's unmemorable at its best and exasperating at its worst. At face value, Crime Boss looks like a hearty deal. There are 3 separate ways to play, including a dedicated single-player campaign and 2 co-op focused modes.
So even like IGN, who I really don't like watching reviews of, Even if they said this game was like kind of bad, but it was 2 years ago. They probably have some improvements. We're gonna go back on this. Payday 3 still don't fire. Oh my god, Fleek. Dude, I want to watch some Fleek just so I could get fucking just so I could get fucking a palate cleanser because Fleek is funny as fuck. Curse Guns and Crime Boss. What the fuck is that?
No adventure, no adventure, no adventure, no adventure, no adventure.
For cursed guns in games. I don't mean like animation issues, like a gun not ejecting from the right spot, or the charging handle not being pulled back properly. Stuff like that just takes you out of the experience. I mean truly cursed weapons. I mean Lugers that look more like M1911s than the original P08s. I mean AKs with M203 grenade launchers.
I'm sorry we're going off topic right now, but I really want to watch this video because I'm a gun nut. Well, not a gun nut, but I like looking at guns.
And wire stocks that wouldn't even work the way they're set up. And fortunately, Crime Boss has a very imaginative arsenal of guns, a lot of which are cursed. There are a good amount of normal weapons too, stuff that is either slightly stylized or pretty much normal compared to the real-life counterparts. But there are a few special cases where the guns are either heavily exaggerated and based off real weapons, or where there isn't a—
You know what? I think having cursed guns is fine, as long as they make sense.
Definitive source of inspiration, where it looks like a caricature of a gun rather than an actual gun. I want to talk about those because I just think they're really neat. I like it when a game gets imaginative and decides, you know what if we just take a Valmet assault rifle and we make it a bullpup?
Ew!
Weird stuff like that. So let's go through some of these cursed guns and talk about just the oddities they offer, and try to compare them to real-life counterparts.
SPXPX shotgun, is that real? I think I spelled it wrong. I think I was reading it wrong. My dyslexia sucks, bro. Yeah, my dyslexia does suck. XP shot. Is that real? Okay, so this is a normal shotgun, but what is this? Why does the stock look like that? What is this? Hold on. This is the Mossberg, though. I'm not looking for the Mossberg. Unless the gun's actually a Mossberg. Oh, shit. It's actually just made by them. Oh, come on. Enter, please. Thank you. 6-shot gauge. There's no way this is real, but this is a tactical. But what is this?
In terms of, like, the craziest guns that come to mind, the first thing I can think of is the XPX, which is a shotgun that I can't nail down. I'm not sure what it looks like exactly. It's kind of a tactical, plasticky looking
It looks more like a sawed-off than anything.
gun.
But no, let's not get distracted. I'm getting way too distracted.
Players matters immensely. So what Kirsch did for this game was fucking huge. And all they did was turn their back on her at the first sign of real controversy, a first sign of real cancel culture. Instead of standing the ground for the person that literally helped make them, literally helped give them a platform, literally platformed their company and showed them off. Literally, they couldn't even stand their ground for her. They literally dropped her like a bad habit. Absolutely.
Which is crazy, bro. Like, understand companies have to protect their image, but I don't think this company should have protect their image. I think they should have just shut the fuck up or not did anything, because that's what more companies need to do. Just not fucking engage with Twitter freaks. Oh my god, press play. I haven't pressed play and shit doesn't work.
Not based, not pay developer, plastic as fuck. But Grant down here saying she did beta testing for them all for free. She promoted this game and played it on her own offline because she genuinely believed in the product and its developers even when they weren't making money off of her than she was from then. Then a Vice journo best known for writing about putting cis women in hard R camps, playing Fall Guys and with a connected vibrator, and writing about Vor comments in and writes a smear job character.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, the Vice journal. Like, where the fuck did this come from?
Putting cis women in hard R camps, playing Fall Guys and with a connected vibrator, and writing about Vor comments in and writes a smear job character and assassination hit piece. Said hit piece cites a V-tweeter that has been a no-life attempting to harass her sponsors into dropping her for weeks, trying to smear her as a Nazi, as well as harassing her associates. They explicitly began a campaign of attempting to strongman her into financial ruin. None of these people watch Kirsch, you included. Nobody propagating the campaign knew that she had a partnership with in-game studios, so they weren't even touched. Yet they immediately capitulated to a group of tourists attempting to throw their weight around with buzzwords. And if that isn't the freaking truth, even the freaking writer of this Vice article is a damn tourist. Even the writer of this article here, boys, is a damn tourist. How dare you? How literally dare you try to say that a group of freaking the VTubing industry is a group of bigotry? How dare you try to even say it's a problem in the industry? The VTubing space is one of the most accepting and loving spaces that there is, where you can literally create a model and get online and be whoever you want to be. And as a matter of fact, old paper bag boy gets to wear a fucking paper bag on his head in the freaking
Is he repeating himself now? I feel like he's repeating himself now.
VTubing fans are so loving and accepting, they even accept me. So, you know, I appreciate that, guys. I love all of you. This is the dude in question. This is the guy that ran the campaign that the Vice article literally cited. This is the dude that the Vice article was citing. And it says, you know that Bit is a psycho and stalks and doxes people, right? Like, verifiably tries to ruin the lives of women he doesn't like. And here he was even trying to tear
Ew, that's so gross. I hate when people with the trans community just does this. So, people who don't have the trans community in mind or well-being in mind just does this shit. This is making more people want to hate the trans community, which sucks. Which really fucking sucks because, like, mind you, they're humans too, and we have to live with the shit. But like, if more people who are like this just keeps doing stupid shit like this, it's gonna make trans people look even worse. And I think trans people should not condone a lot of this shit, but a lot of fucking people are Twitter brain because of COVID and everything like that. So they think just because there's one bad apple, it doesn't mean that people look at that bad apple as example for the whole fucking race or whatnot. Like yesterday, I talked about this on the podcast. Like, I'm getting sick and tired of wow, I can't even say the word anymore. Ratchetness in our community, because that's what people outside the community just see in our culture. Just all the toxic shit. They never see the positive shit that we do. It's always the toxic shit that we do. But we see that in every fucking race, in every fucking community or race or whatnot. We see all these toxic shit with white people. We see all the toxic shit with Asian. Well, we don't see toxic shit with Asian people, like low key. We really don't. It's weird. It's like Asian people are just like not including the drama and shit. It's always white, Mexican, and black people. Asian people are just on the sidelines, probably just like, look at these people.
Down Ririgaki, which literally her entire image is satire. Everything that she does, she was meant to be like a dark, living in her room, creepy rat chick. And you're taking her at her word with everything that she says and does, dude. She's literally playing a character. If the character offends you, then don't fucking watch. And here we've got Grum stating another Vice hit piece on.
Oh my God, the Gunnar Grums over here simping. That's crazy.
Cursed by you, and you want me to apologize for her fans? That's hilarious. This is such a BS argument. First, how is someone supposed to be responsible for anyone else's fans, even their own? You game journalists are the champions of guilt by association. Secondly, you and your side have never ever condemned the violent threats, doxing, and false smear campaign articles like yours, because Vice is known for it, baby. Kirsch herself has said not to harass, but I've never seen it from your lips or anybody everybody else is on your side, why don't you retract your false article then instead? Anna Valens literally getting lit up and Kirsch absolutely losing her sponsors due to freaking cancel culture. But boys, I'm going to be giving a huge shout out to every single one in the community spotlight, so make sure you like.
Damn, he has 1.3K subscribers. You know what? He actually said some like correct shit or whatnot, even though he's just reading off of like a bunch of stuff and everything like that. But like, it is what it is, fam. It is what it is, fam. Like, basically he's gonna say a lot of talking points I'm about to say right now, but like, yeah, people just shouldn't just like have this hate campaign just because like a motherfucker hates one person. Like you know what? Let's just go over it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're gonna close this for now. Probably in your private settings. All right, I gotta look that shit up, by the way. Bam. Is this it? I think this is it. These both are the same ones, but fucking one has two different things. Before I get into it, I probably want to warn you. Trigger warning. For posts celebrating the advocating the suicide and deaths of blah 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 blah. So why was it turned off here then? Let's see. Where they shared the Vice article, but this Vice article is gone, right? No, it's right over here. Let's go. These VTubers want you to join their lewd game. You might want to pass. LewdTuber agency Oliveira is set to bring its Gen 2 talent. Da, da, da. I wish we could just read the rest of this. Or at least, is this the article actually? I think this is the actual article. Auditions are open to the proper YouTuber agency, but don't fill out the audition quite yet, despite Oliver's offer of 20/80 revenue split, equipment funding, and fast popularity, and the very on 2D live model. The agency seems to be stumbling into controversy after another Oliver originally made a splash. Company. To be clear, Oliver is offers a theory is great, but not. I really don't remember her stuff. Wait, what the fuck? Is that a crotch tattoo on a short stack? I don't know if that's a short stack or a little girl. I can't tell. This is why I hate anime sometimes. I can't really tell. By the way, the design they hate campaign because they got rejected by the YouTuber agency because this G-Gen is a self-admitted pedo who into age play. Yeah, I saw the age play shit, bro. Like fucking Gen 1 model, Jesus fucking Christ. Third one Gen looks like a child. Yes, children. This is nothing burger here. First main, third VTubers are lolicons. Here it goes. Here we go. Characters make them look prepubescent girls. The company calls the models lollipop, although the agency mostly Mitsubishi pretty open goes around calling herself a loli. Everyone knows that limiting and follow lollipop. Let's see, Bray back. Gonna update my bios. Okay. Yeah, I need to fucking. You know what? As I read this, I want to see how do you change your settings. Is it community? No. Indicator territory extension safety center. Oh, my bitrate. Oh, my bitrate's going over 6K. I hate it here. My icon. Review. What is all these? Checked on. All right. Just refunded everybody back their stuff. Pop out chat, deleted messages. I don't see anything here for that. Let's manage moderation settings. Block hyperlinks. Oh, okay. I found it. Phone verification. Turn these both off real quick. I want to see what happens. Email verification. All right. Now that the doors are open again, let's see if this shit works. Oh, this is gonna suck if I get a bunch of bots in my shit. Deadass. All right. Okay, let's see. Spawns out the heavily leans to the okay. So everyone comes for stuff. Blah 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 blah. One redder even said, thank you, please, for that. There's not a whole lot of lowly VTubers that actually heavily lean to the fetish. Means 30% of users made up of VTubers, players to underage girls. Where does this even come from? Do you have stats? I wish we could see stats here. To be clear, adults are performing these characters. However, these lowly VTubers are creating explicit sexual content as their characters are profoundly. Let's actually look up these guys. I want to see if this dude's correct or whatnot. Oh, I see titty meat. God damn it, this is in the way. Refresh. Oh, I guess I have to scroll. Let's see. I can't even. Oh my god, I hate it here. I really do. Our talents. Here we go. All right, Gen 1, Gen 2. There is nothing here for Gen 2. This might be the only lowly looking character here, or this might be the only lowly character, but we can't tell. Okay, let's see. Blah 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 blah. Hexmaniac. Da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. Lore art. Semiconchi. Da 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 da. The art references look like. That is a crotch tattoo, man. I hate it here, guys. All right. To be clear, adults are performing are creating sexual content, has their careers and finally fronting it. Emi Vasu has an ASMR page with tags such as jerk off from behind, blowjob cleanup, pussy licking, and ass eating. Yo, there's no way she has that there, bro. Hold the fuck on, bro. She's looking ass eating, icy creates content with such tags as foot job, femdom, ball sucking, and anal. Oh. They're not gonna get into it. This is why I don't like corporal VTubers. If I'm gonna be a DGen, I'm gonna DGen to shit that I like. I'm not gonna DGen to a fucking random VTuber. One sexually suggestive image and is for some things under making you look potentially underage. Writing on Twitter, literally illegal in the EU and can't be viewed. Twitter reportedly sent the message warning. Okay, what is this? Thank you for following me. Wait, you wasn't following me? Maybe that's why you couldn't reply. But thanks Fox, but for the follow. Also, hey Sammy, I'm reading stuff on drama about some gross guy on the internet. I made a lowly cover for Fortnite Battle Pass. I just shit out of my ass. What is this? I can't even click on that. Can't even copy the link either. Oh, send me right to it. Let's go. Press play.
I just shit Fortnite Battle Pass. I just shit
I can't right now. I hate it here. Oh my god, this is cringe. Oh, the cringe pains are happening, bro. Oh, watch, it's just so cringe. Oh, this is such cringe. Oh, this is such fucking cringe, bro. Oh my god. Little sister's here. Let's see. She's being sponsored by Gamer Subs. Hey, Seimei, since you're here, can you give me sponsored for gaming subs, please? I want to get sponsored. Okay, so she does do ASMR. I bet you reviewed your appeal. Brat sneaks into your room and teases you ASMR. We reviewed your content carefully and confirmed that it violates the nudity and sex. Ooh. So, mind you, I don't think this character is a lowly character. They're probably just flat chested. But then again, that's just me reaching. Hey guys, I'm Mai, not what I'm called. Okay, so basically, there's no nudity yet, which is actually pretty shocking. Then there we go. Somebody pinching the prostate. Let's go. Me picking up the California roll and I get sushi. Stop bullying. Nerd useless. Oh, that's their use. Just cringe. Time for bedtime. Do you want to tuck me in? This is so dumb. All right. Let's go back to the videos. Oh wait. Oh, it's cringe. Oh, the cringe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
All right. Who's next on the list? Hey, Kira Renji, another cringe VTuber.
Hey guys, Kurinji here. Once again, bringing the worst out of the VTuber community. And as VTuber Gate continues, I continue the coverage of day-to-day happenings because yes, they have been day-to-day. Every single day, something new.
Yeah. So after this, I'm gonna cover it a little bit next week or whatnot. After the stream, but the next two streams that I have is just be gaming and anime for now.
Exciting and interesting is happening, at least of interest to me. That's why the frequency of my videos have been so high lately. And to help you guys, to help all of you viewers interested with what's happening with the culture war that involves VTubers, that involves these evil right-wing chods going against the very progressive left, because that's the framing a lot of people do use, despite it, just being a singular slap fight, has devolved into something that isn't supposed to be. It's people will still label it as such, so it's just it is what it is, and you have to accept it for what it is. So, in order for you guys to be able to follow this easily, I have made a playlist titled aptly VTuber Gate with a chronological list of videos on this topic, starting off with my streams about it and ending on this very video. There's going to be many more, I assume, considering this is an ongoing issue. So without further ado, let's get into today's topic. As something has escalated, as people, as you may know, have been talking about Kirsche for many days and weeks now, labeling her as an evil neo-Nazi, white supremacist, and all the other things one calls
Yeah, the basic fucking palette of calling them racist and Nazis, probably sexual predator and all this shit. Where people just like, I hate how Twitter just watered down just like words and shit like that. But then again, I am on Blue Sky too, where they're also watered down a bunch of shit. I hate the internet where they just water down something. Like I remember, like people being called a pedophile actually used to be meaningful and whatnot, and people actually used to like take cases against that kind of shit. But nowadays, it's just like a fucking insult, like an insult that never be taken seriously. I hear Blue Sky. Yo, yes, it is far much worse. Especially with the porn there too. Oh my god, it's so bad. Like you think Twitter is bad? No, nigga, Blue Sky is worse. But with Blue Sky, you can set it up in a way where you don't see any of that shit, but it's still there.
a person on the internet. If you don't agree with their opinions, doesn't matter how accurate those statements are, they're just gonna do it anyway. And one such person is the VTuber by the name of.
But you can find all the V. Yes, you can actually. Fucking. I did some like little bit of research on that, and I'm still doing. Actual research on the VA drama and stuff like that because I'm still out of the loop because a couple of streams ago I did watch everything about SAT after the pros and cons and everything like that, and a lot of it was true. They do actually have like a payment of 3K and everything like that, and the lady who was doing it was like, hey, I understand this is outrageous, but like it is what it is. You get certain benefits if you do pay and all that shit. What do you want to know about the drama? I'll say later, but right now, all I wanted to know, cause like I already know like most of the drama and whatnot. I just want to know the little details and whatnot that's not on just Twitter, like how the agent didn't tell the actor that that you're taking somebody else's job, even though, to be honest though, like people should just be upset with the company and not with the voice actors. Like mind you, if you haven't worked for 6 months, get fired. What do you mean? Like, I understand this is a strike or everything like that, but like, if a person needs to work and everything like that, and if you're taking 6 months not working everything, somebody else can take your job. But at the same time, don't screw over your workers. Be like, actually respect your workers and the VAs and shit like that. Add pause, please. I can't hear you. Okay, cool. There's gonna, sadly enough, there's gonna be like a lot of fucking ads, which I hate. There are so many benefits they raise. It's still funny. I'm getting ads in Arabic. Send screenshots. I really want to see those Arabic ads. I really want to see those Arabic ads. Dead ass. I want to see what kind of ads they are. Let's see. There are no benefits raised in the threshold for the healthcare, so those VAs are crying out about healthcare are lying. Oh, really? I didn't know the VAs were yelling about healthcare or whatnot because of the video that I watched. Sagittarius, SAG, after. Watched. Yeah, it was this video that I watched. Why did we say I watched this whole thing? Unless it was this one.
Pros and cons of being a member of the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. For actors joining a professional union like the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation
Watch here, on the SAT active stuff. Also, Majin has the best video on it. I can't watch Majin. No, I'm kidding. I can't watch Majin. One hour tear down to everything. Okay, so damn, that means I have to go through that. I have to go watching the stuff for SAG after again. Damn, that's crazy. All right, I'm gonna watch that in a bit, but we gotta get through this though. I'm gonna rent this far over here.
In order for you guys to be able to follow this easily, I have made a playlist titled aptly VTubergate with a chronological list of videos on this topic, starting off with my streams about it and ending on this very video. There's going to be many more, I assume, considering this is an ongoing issue. So, without further ado, let's get into today's topic. Has
4
something has
hours?
escalated.
Nah, nigga, I'm not watching 4 hours. Come on, my God, I'm not watching 4 hours. That's just, I might as well just watch this shit on my fucking own time. I'm not watching a whole 4-hour stream, bro. Nigga, are you crazy? That's wild. Okay, I will watch the 20-minute videos, but I am not watching a whole 6 hours of stream. Like, damn, condense this down a little bit, my guy. Fuck.
About Kirsche for many days and weeks now.
Let's see. 1 hour breakdown of everything.
Evil neo-Nazi, white supremacist, and all the other things one calls a person on the internet. If you don't agree with their opinions, doesn't matter how accurate those statements are, they're just gonna do it anyway. And one such person is the VTuber by the name of Neriena, who
I think I watched his videos on it. Yeah, I did. So I watched this.
One could even say they were much worse than anything Kirsche has ever said.
Yeah, I definitely watched this.
Stream and on stream. What are these things? Well, they're very racist things. Let's not beat around the bush. They're incredibly racist, but the way
I don't know, man. Fucking I don't know, man. It seemed like when black people will be racist or whatnot, people want to jump on that so hard, but when it's the other way around, everybody just like shrugs. But I don't know, maybe because I'm black and that's the only thing that I see in my culture or whatnot is black people being exposed as more racist than white people or whatnot. And whereas that's not really like I don't see that as really that racist, but it's still racism because like if I call like a white person a snow roach or an albino snow monkey, I'm gonna get fucking heat and shit like that for doing that, for like and all that shit. But it is what it is. Motherfuckers say like white hate is more stronger. It's like much larger than black hate, but we're the ones who are the minorities.
About them, they're not as bad because they are aimed at
shit.
With my streams about stream. What are these things? Well, they're very racist things. Let's not beat around the bush. They're incredibly racist, but the way Neriena thinks about them, they're not as bad because they are aimed at white people. And I guess you cannot be properly racist to white people because power dynamics or whatever the hell else progressives have put up about this topic. So Neriena here says, so much Kirsche hate has been on my TL recently, and to that I say, keep it going, guys. I love to see those racist, Nazi, Mayo, moon crickets get dragged to filth.
I wonder, where was these people during the Black VTuber wars when motherfucker was just being dead asses racist? Where was that? Cause we definitely got the opposite of those comments, but it is what it is.
In case you don't know, the term moon cricket refers to a slur that has been historically used against black people. But since Neriena here has added mayo, and as we all know, mayo is mostly perceived as white, unless, I don't know, you're colorblind, but I don't think that's how it works.
Then she coped coped about being dropped by her sponsor saying, I'm glad. Yeah, I saw that post. I was laughing at that shit. Be like, bro, it's your fault for saying that shit. It's all performative. No one actually cares about black people or black VTubers. Let's see. They just want the virtue signal, and which is why I hate this shit. Yeah, same, bro. Like I feel like I'm on the outside looking in at a lot of this shit because, quote unquote, I have black skin on my VTuber or whatnot. But like, mind you, I do see a lot of this shit. But like at the same time, it's just Twitter freaks. It's like we're always gonna have Twitter freaks. It's like, mind you, Twitter is almost as worse as 4chan, but at least 4chan is open about it. Motherfuckers be like defending their Oshi shit, putting like dead ass lies on motherfuckers without doing any little research. Like, I just sat here and found out that the person who took the photo or took the video of the lady who said hard R to the little child was quote unquote a pedophile, and that shit was just dismissed, which is crazy to like push out a narrative that this dude was a pedophile even though the case was dismissed. And then there's a random photo, not a random photo, but a guy posted a photo that which I'm gonna end up probably looking for in the end to see where the fuck that photo come from. Because like I just wait for the reply. If he replies to me and show me where the actual document is, I will read it on stream.
So, Nazi Mayor Moon, Nazi Mayor Moon Cricket, not very kind towards white people, you might even say. But then it continued because once you're, once you're ecstatic about calling people slurs, you don't just end at one. And another person replies to this with the sour cream salamanders.
Sour cream salamanders? Yo, I'm using these slurs. Yo, we as black people got funny ass slurs for a lot of people, bro. Oops.
Nerlena here responds with adding that to the list because you have to have a big list of slurs ready for the people that you don't like.
Disguise as virtue, it's disgusting. It is. It's 100% fucking disgusting.
With Nerlena responding, we're bringing back shiny new insults for those spam-colored semen demons.
Semen demons is crazy.
Of course, this is all, accompanied by reactions of black people laughing at it because, you know,
it does in fact allow trans women to work at the team, but then even it stands as a little bit strict on trans performers. Okay. What does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do with anything? Okay, even though I have a feminine voice, I'm often accepted my trans even though my feminine voice clock down the trends and the ASMR streamers. Then there's TikTok. While back that I was off on white people calling the term snow roaches. Then the people started calling her porch monkey in the comments, and when she was crying about it, LOL, bruh. If you can't take the heat and stay out of the kitchen, nah, what you do is you throw hot sauce in the kitchen. But no, fucking, it's wild. I think, you know what? I think if you're native to a country, you're allowed to be racist. And white and black people are not native to the country or whatnot, so we're not allowed to be racist towards each other. But Native Americans and Mexicans, I believe, should be 100% racist towards everybody else. Because look what the Americans did to like the Mexicans and whatnot, especially Native Americans. I think if a Native American called me a hard R, I'd be like, all right, you got that one. I'm still mad at you, but you got it. This is a sickness of the highest order. Wait, you watch Album and Preach? Because I have that soundboard. Hold on, do I have that soundboard? Here it is.
This is a sickness.
I think I also have this one too. Hold on. But yeah, I love Album and Preach. Are you in the server? Wait, don't go to the server. It's too quiet, LOL. I had to do it on purpose because a lot of fucking, well, I don't know. This one it was low on purpose, but I think I have everything down. Let's turn everything to 100. Prepare your ears. This is gonna be loud.
This is a sickness.
Okay. Now it's louder. I'm not. I learned my lesson after GGG. Yeah, did you leave GGGs? Because I love GGG after like the fucking him sucking dick got posted. It's not that loud. It's loud on my end. Like my headphones are that good. Like I always have like my headset to like 60 to like 50%, so my ears won't bleed from the random ass loud fucking stuff. So you left too. Okay, cool. Yeah, like fucking, like, mind you, I find it weird that you add your son into a Discord with like a bunch of people or whatnot. You could just talk to your son normally in DMs or whatnot, because there are some weirdos on the internet. Let's see, I left a while ago, kind of dropped Destiny after the Israel Platinum Slime stuff. Get a digital mixer. Last time I got a digital mixer, my fucking computer was, I was able to hear my computer for a whole month. I had I think I had Mix It Up. No, was it Mix It Up? No, was it something else? It was, oh fuck, what was it? Because they give you a virtual sound cable. I used it while beginning my podcast or whatnot when I first got it. Yeah, that was pretty weird. I talked to his son once and couldn't believe. Yeah, bro, I blocked him and I think I got in trouble for it, I think. Do you have a Steam Deck? No, I wish I had. Oh, I do have a Stream Deck. I do. That's how I'm doing all this.
Why are you gay? Is a strong, independent black woman
that needs no man. Yeah, I got the 6-button Steam Deck, so like I only have like download Wavelink. It's easy to use. I'll grab it one day. But long as it doesn't fuck up with like everything that I already have set up, because I have like stuff set up on my OBS in a certain way. Shout out to Leon. Wait, what? Leon uses that? Like Ruin Leon? Which, by the way, bro, fucking, I need to watch Ruin Leon's content. I haven't watched this shit for like 2 weeks. I literally haven't watched this shit like for like a cool minute. I wonder what his views on the fucking whole shit or whatnot with Kirsche. Well, I don't think he would care about the Kirsche shit, but with like the racism shit. Hold on. I love to talk to Leon, LOL. Nah, he'd probably be funny as fuck. Me, I don't want to meet him. Like he might be a cool person, but I'm that kind of dude who don't want to meet other YouTubers. Ruin Leon is bad. What is this? Oh. Alright, let's go. Let's see, try beating up a 4-year-old. I did watch some of that while I was laying down. Where is it here? Okay, so I did watch this. Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks. While of a man body cam footage. That guy was shot. Race war fanatics. Here we go.
Full transparency for anybody watching this or anyone that has been invested in my take on this Austin Metcalf Carmelo Anthony story. This is the last video I'm going to make about this until I get a final result based upon facts and evidence.
As I said in the beginning of the stream, always wait for facts and evidence. Those just jump into the pool.
Key words, facts, and evidence, not your made up fan fictions about, oh, who was there, who was not there, about cars and when they bought them and give, send, go donations. I'm not interested in any of that fluff. Why? Because the cops keep coming out and saying stop believing things on the internet.
Crazy, right? Nobody on Twitter does this shit.
Owner of Give, Send, Go debunked this random theory about them getting access to the funds, even though everybody was running around saying they got access to the funds immediately. I'm getting sick of this finite game where people pretend to care about this story, knowing full well all they want to do is propagate their own standards of what they believe to be a race war, whether if you're for Carmelo Anthony or for Austin Metcalf. It is getting embarrassing, and I don't care anymore. I'm at that point where until I get facts and evidence and an end conclusion, which is either going to be a plea deal, not guilty, or guilty, I will not be talking about this any further. No, your dumbass fanatical anecdotes about how, oh, he's just going to gargle up the truth about whatever that comes out from the judge in the court while you're sitting there on pins and needles with your own side that you want to lay upon. And if you don't get your way, you're going to start crying conspiracy theory. It's not interesting for me. It's not anything revolving around the truth. This is fanatical fanfare, and I'm here to bookend it and then go my happy ass back to sleep.
Damn. Fucking facts. Holy shit. But no, I'm gonna agree with 90% of the stuff he's gonna say here. Like, you know, wait till more info is out. Just don't jump around and be like, hey fam, there's this, that, and the third. I'm gonna believe everything on the first day. That's why I want to actually take my time with the Kirsche stuff and cover it 2 weeks later to like everything's already died down and stuff like that. I'm not gonna be like mind you, I'm doing this research right now. This is not me like trying to cover, this is me doing research and trying to find out what's going on because I'm still ignorant to like the whole Kirsche situation. Like, mind you, I know the dude who was like talking mad shit had some weird ass kink of like because I remember It's not a post that I seen. I saw something that they made like a long fucking time ago, and that shit was gross. And now, since these distant VTubers pointing this all shit out, it sounds like he had a kink because, like, mind you, I don't go for all this, like, mind you, even though, like I said, I'm a gooner, I'm an ugly bastard, like, actually, and all this other shit or whatnot, I don't go here and, like, look at other VTubers who, like, engage in that stuff because, like, that's not my thing. I'd rather look at a real person do that. He did a few videos on both the murder and the case. Okay.
So, where did we leave off? We left off on a bunch of people putting out their fanatical fan fiction in defense of Carmelo Anthony and thinking that that's going to be the thing that gets him off scot-free. And as I stated only a minute ago, that has been bull propagated by a bunch of people online who are desperate to say somebody's innocent just because they're black. And the cops have said, stop believing things you see on the internet. That press conference was an absolute embarrassment in terms of anybody that wants to see Carmelo Anthony go free. Because what the fuck do you mean you're blaming the school for not canceling an event knowing full well that it was gonna rain? They're probably trying to see if it's gonna rain for a long period of time or if they can delay the event. Sitting there blaming the school is not helping Carmelo Anthony's self-defense claims. Yes, he sat there and told the story to the cop asking if this works in self-defense because as a teenager who probably didn't really get into too much involving the cops, you're gonna sit there and wonder if that lines up with self-defense. And if it does, congratulations, you're gonna end up going scot-free. But if it doesn't, you're going to jail for probably a long time. And in reality, if we're being honest here, him bonding out and having that be the last piece of factual information we got about this should have been the end of it. But because people are so fixated on their made-up race war that is not really as popular as they want it to be, we're gonna be here disseminating a little bit of bullshit from the side that claims to want to care about Austin Metcalf. Because if you didn't know, after pointing out, very logistically might I add, that the people who want to protest for Austin Metcalf were sitting there bitching, complaining that nobody supposedly on the left was gonna do it. Because once you hear that, the correct thing to ask is, why the fuck aren't you protesting for Austin Metcalf? You claim to care about his life so much, so why aren't you doing it? And after a bunch of people decided to they wade through it, finally a group of people said, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna protest for Austin Metcalf. And it was a fucking embarrassment.
Yo, what? I didn't know about all this.
But anybody that could sit up there and say anything in regards to, I actually care about this story.
Get some cheese real quick. Time for some cheese.
Fucking embarrassed by that colossal PR stunt that was going on just the other day. They showed up in a Trump bus. They showed up in front of what they claimed to be tens of thousands of people when it was probably just about 20 who could bother to show up because they were in the fucking area and they were bored enough to be there. They thought that they were going to galvanize a bunch of troops in order to get the truth out, but it was just a circle jerk of a bunch of people who think ideologically the exact same. And I would sit here and give you the main event of said press conference, but we're getting a little bit ahead because I want to focus on a separate part of this protest where this dumb fuck you see on the screen decided to film where he makes the claim, keyword he makes the claim, that was the spot where Austin Metcalf.
Nobody knows where he died at. Nobody knows anything. We still don't have any evidence, which is crazy, bro. Like, I hate that people that try to get ahead of shit so quick. Motherfuckers don't know how to wait anymore. But I guess what it is. I guess it is what it is when you're filled with a clout demon or whatnot. God damn, it's fucking cold. Jesus Christ.
Was stabbed and bled out to death.
Stadium. There's the blood stain. There is the blood stain. It's red.
Oh! Yo, I laughed at this shit. That's not a blood stain.
Lord Jesus, help us. It's crying out for justice. His killer is home.
That's Rust.
We gotta get out of here before the police come. I just hopped the fence to get in here. His blood is crying out for justice. We need that killer behind bars. We will not rest. We need to protect white Americans. This scourge of black violence is too much.
Now, mind you, racist as fuck, by the way, because I'm still trying. Yeah, I saw that. It was so stupid. The guy is the lowest kind of rest in piss. Made my blood boil. No, it's fucked up out because like I tried looking at the statistics of black on white violence, and I haven't seen anything. Like there's one article from like 2016, but I can't use that shit. That's from fucking almost 10 years ago.
Okay, Kendall Stadium. We need to uplift our communities. I gotta get out of here, guys. I think I hear the cops coming.
And you know, when you're stupid and you want to propagate your own type of media when you spend your time bitching about mainstream lying to you, you're going to easily believe that because, oh my God, this person hates the mainstream media. So when they talk about something, it must be true. Well, there's a funny fucking detail about spreading information as if it's gospel when reality comes in. Frisco ISD is seeking charges against a man who said he broke into a high school stadium. A Frisco ISD official said Saturday that they're seeking charges against a man who said he broke into a high school stadium to capture video related to the fatal stabbing.
Damn, get fucked.
Earlier this month. In the video shared on X, Jake Lang, U.S. Senate hopeful, if this motherfucker becomes a part of the Senate, you might as well just start gradually accepting the fact that we are fried up.
Yeah.
From Florida, and a founder of Protect White Americans points to a dark streak on the ground near the bleachers of Frisco David's Q-Kindle Stadium and alleges it's the blood of Austin Metcalf. What's his source for that? Just looking at the ground. The stadium is Frisco ISD property. Amanda McCune, a district spokeswoman, told the Dallas Morning News
fuck.
was in the process of filing trespassing charges. You know why they're following that? For the one slow individual that's sitting there saying, they're trying to stop somebody from getting the truth. They're not supposed to fucking be there. And I could be wrong about this one because I can accept the fact that I'm wrong about this. I believe that they called to make sure that they could actually protest in that area, and I believe it was the cops that said, no, you can't, which led to them changing the location of where they're supposed to be protesting. So they called the cops to verify. They got confirmation that they're not supposed to be there. They go somewhere else, and then the dumb fuck records himself going where he's not supposed to be. You're getting a little bit difficult in terms of proving your own innocence. The individual.
Yeah, man, I hate ignorant people like this who just does stupid shit to get like their clout numbers up and shit like that. It is so fucking annoying where motherfuckers be like, oh man, here's this right here. Here's X. X is crying right now. Hate fucking Americans, bro. Did you see that some people released a fake autopsy report and make it seem like Austin Missiles was on drugs? Yeah, no, that shit was wild. Like, how, bro? Like, what does something have? How does stabbing cause an overdose? Bro was stabbed in his heart. You're telling me that if you stab me in my heart, I actually died of a drug overdose? That's the most stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. I wish I could just talk to some of these idiots personally so I could just roast them to their face. But no, here's another video.
Share. Trying to find the woman who called the little boy the N-word, the 5-year-old little boy, artistic boy. She needs to be found and locked up. So please tap in.
I want everybody for the duration of this video to pretend, just for the sake of sanity, that we're all on one big train and we, not that type of train you we are headed towards one specific destination. But along the way, we run into a little bit of trouble. We run into some issues that could lead us to fall off the track and completely derail. And the reason why we have to go through all of these tried and true issues is because no matter what, we reach the end conclusion. But
you know what I hate? When you use all your utensils.
Who want their online race war to be something of substantial note. But in the past, there have been numerous examples where somebody could try to amplify something past a point and make it seem bigger than what it is. There are individuals who have moments in time that create this big fanfare and try to turn it into something bigger and bloviated, especially when money is involved. A most recent example, you're not getting your $10 for this one, is Carmelo Anthony, where he stabs Austin Metcalf, kills Austin Metcalf, is asking the question of if this is self-defense, and along the way has been getting some substantial money from this. And there are some people who may have good intentions with giving their money towards a Give, Send, Go campaign where they genuinely feel like due process is necessary and they want to spearhead the campaign fund with their money. And there are other people out there who for some reason, think that this is their ultimate moment to stick it to the evil.
Don't worry, the 20 is not fake. Thank you for being stronger than I am. What the fuck?
White man, because clearly that's the only way that they could stick it to the white man is by giving their money to something that holds no benefit to their lives. And we can brush that to the side because that was a moment in time that arguably, if you pay attention, people have slowly but surely forgotten about. But recently it's come back up again. Why? Because a mother is going through a little bit of turmoil after an interaction she had with a child and a father of said child, where in that moment you can make the great assumption and assertion she didn't really put her best foot forward. Because imagine in a scenario where you are taking your children to the park.
Yeah, how are you gonna say she didn't put her best foot forward where she doubled down? She put both her best foot forward.
And you know, you want them to be outside with some fresh air and get some experience of going down the slide in the jungle gym. And another kid comes over to your diaper bag, your carry-on bag, whatever it is that you have that's your possessions, and steal something out of it. Could be some diapers, could be a bottle, could be a toy, and steal something. Now, what would you do as a parent? Would you look at that child, chastise them, and hopefully find their parent, and you and the parent and the kid could sit down for a quick little chat about how stealing is wrong, and then that child learns a lesson at a young age that stealing is wrong and actions have consequences? You know, that could be a simplistic way to go about this, and that could be the end destination. But that's not how that went down. And here's our first rock as to how the train could get derailed. That woman proceeded to just start hurling slurs at the kid, and the father records it, and she's hurling those same slurs at the father.
You call him a child? Did you call the child the It is my own business. You call him a Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again?
Who said it in front of her baby? I do. I hope her baby gets married to anybody black, so she could like just feel the repercussions of her actions or whatnot. Oh fuck! Hold on, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Oh my eyes! I'll take a screen break real quick. Hey, I'm gonna let this play while I take a screen break real quick.
All right, that's what you say. Nobody dig into your shit. A little fucking kid just did, you dumbass. That little kid, you call him a... Yeah. The little child? What, does he act like one? He's gonna... Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old and
If that's what he's gonna act
that's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's...
You know what? People are saying the person who's recording is a pedophile and why he's here or whatnot. Nobody actually like read through the shit and actually like was like, oh, maybe he was here with his kid. Maybe that's his nephew or some shit like that. But everybody's trying to make this in the bad case to try to make her get light by making this guy with the camera on his phone or whatnot a pedophile, which is crazy.
It's a hate speech, and you can be recorded for that. Huh. Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
And can't really demonstrate that in full uncensored capacity because I like this YouTube channel, but the slur in question is the one that pertains to my beautiful chocolate skin. Very offensive to do such a thing. And when you have a woman, white, saying this slur, of course, once you broadcast it on social media, it's gonna go fucking viral. People are gonna be very upset. And people, for some reason, are going to start wanting to find this woman in some capacity. Why? Because they demand that type of street justice because that's the way to stick it to the man.
Spoiler alert, while I censor it, she uses that word in this video multiple times. Rochester, Minnesota is where this happened. There's a man, we'll just say that he is not white, right? He is at the park with his children. He sees this woman start berating a little black boy, calling him the N-word, and he confronts her. God help us. She claims that that other child took her son's belongings. That's what kicked this off. The guy who recorded the video is familiar with the other child. When he brings his children there, that child and his siblings are often there and play together. The kid she's going after has autism. He doesn't behave in a neurotypical way. And even if he didn't have autism, nothing he could have done would justify her calling him slurs and pursuing him physically, which is what she says she was doing before this guy intervened. He said after...
So, Mind you, if a little kid takes my baby diapers, of course I'm gonna assume him sexually. I'm like, hey, where's that kid's fucking parents or whatnot? Don't come in here and act up. I don't give a fuck if your kid has autism. Teach your kid not to take other people's stuff.
After he stopped recording, she sat down, hurled more slurs, told him and his wife that they should leave the country, and then got on the phone and acted like she was calling someone to come down there and handle things. Fortunately, no one came, and eventually she packed up her child and left. But this woman is a danger to children. She doesn't need to be on a playground or around other kids, and she has at least one child of her own, which is also concerning. So Rochester, Minnesota, someone do me a favor. Take a close look at her tattoos. You can see her face clearly. Someone please tell me who she is.
Now, as I've said many times for years, not a big fan of doxing. Not something I'm really going to get behind in any capacity. Even when you have somebody who's on the run and we got to look out for them, then in that capacity, I could say, yeah, let the police broadcast this person's face and we could all do our due diligence to find them. But when it's this trivial racial interaction, nah, because there's always that potential harm of somebody going above and beyond and doing something they shouldn't be doing. And the only reason they was able to find anything is because some dumbass on the internet broadcasted where they lived or broadcasted their phone number. When the judge for Carmelo Anthony's case lowered the bond and I had to see this woman's address all over the place, didn't really find that too enjoyable either. Even when I saw these people parading around a video from 5
Wait, they doxed the lady whose son killed someone? They doxed her mother? That's wild. See, this is why I hate people, bro. This is why I fucking hate people. Like, mind you, going after the person who did the deed, fine, do that. But don't go after anybody else, bro. They have no involvement in this. Like, mind you, the parent might not be at fault or even know what happened. Hell, the parent might be more disappointed than everybody else in the fucking world. If I found out my son killed somebody at fucking random, of course I'd be disappointed. Of course I'd be upset with him or whatnot. But it's still my baby. I'm still have to, like, you know, see how I can get him out the situation. But like, if he admit that he killed the person, there's nothing I can fucking do but wait till he gets out of prison. Damn, I hate ignorant ass niggas.
Still not a fan of doxing in any capacity and will never cheer it on. However, here's where another rock throws into this entire thing is when she sets up a give, send, go to relocate from said premises of where she lives. Help me protect my family. Mind you, this give, send, go had an end goal of 100K, but I believe now at time of recording has 1 million, and we're gonna talk about that later. My name is.
That's what I hate too, because both sides did the same shit. I think the Kamala shit is like 1.5, while this woman's a million. Which, please don't compare the two. They're two different fucking things. But motherfuckers always want to make something out of like a fucking race war, which he's talking about right now. I think it's like I said before. Like, mind you, murdering somebody's child or murdering somebody is way higher than a slur, because like a slur, you're not gonna get fucking sent to prison and whatnot. Like, you might end up losing your job by being racist, shit like that. You might end up getting like some kind of tiny repercussions. But fucking murdering someone, like, mind you, race shouldn't even be like a thing here. Like, it wasn't like fucking the dude who stabbed the twin brother. The twin brother called him a racist slur or whatnot. We still don't know what the fuck happened, why it fucking happened, which is wild, bro.
Shiloh, and I have been put into a very dire situation. I recently had a kid steal from my 18-month-old son's diaper bag at a park. I called the kid out for what he was. I'm sorry, but I feel like you could have just called that kid a thief and...
Yeah, called him a thief. You gotta call him a hard R, bro. Like, you're racist. You're just 100% racist after that. That whole sentence just confirmed it. Dead ass.
There'll probably be some weird sycophant who thinks, okay, why did you say that about a child? But overall, that would have been what the child would have been in that moment, a thief. Now, hurling a slur at the kid, way different scenario. Another man who we recently found out has a history with law enforcement, keep that in mind, proceeded to record me and follow me to my car. He then posted these videos online, which has caused my family and myself great turmoil, and my social security number has been leaked, my address and my phone number have been given out freely, my family members are being attacked, my eldest child may not be going back to school, even where our exercise has been exposed. I am asking for your help to assist in protecting my family. I fear that we must relocate. I have 2 small children who do not deserve this. We have been threatened to the extreme by people online. Anything will help. We cannot and will not live in fear. And listen, I can't tell anyone what to do with their money. I can't tell these people running around defending Carmelo Anthony what to do with their money. I'm not going to tell anyone in this scenario what to do with their money. What I will say is, there are people with genuine hearts who want to help out somebody, and those people have the goodness in their heart to try to do something, whether it be $1, $50, $100. There's always going to be that weird element of
Oh my god, my whole
race war.
fucking
My thing to stick it.
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'm getting a migraine right now. My whole left eye is just like shattered, bro. I can't see shit out of it. I think I'm gonna take a break. Or like after this stream, I'm okay. How long am I streaming for? 3.5 hours. I think I'm gonna fucking call it a night here. But we're gonna finish this video. We're gonna come back to this later. I definitely need to like be in the dark for a minute or whatnot, cause the migraine is real, bro. Oh my god. You know when you start seeing like your vision starts looking like all shattered and shit? That's what I'm getting right now.
Different skin color than me.
And you guys raised $250,000 for her? I am beyond disturbed. White people should not be forced to live among monkeys.
Ha ha! Yo! That's fucked. You see what people? You see like why people say like a lot of racism is on the internet? Comments like that, bro.
$50,000 for her? I am beyond disturbed. White people should not be forced to live among monkeys. Black fragility is getting pretty tiring. Sometimes to be accurate, you have to use unpleasant speech. White advocacy.
I see why she removed the comments.
I want to say that I'm shocked. But I'm not shocked, I'm angry. Even.
And those are the individuals I want to talk to directly, because you notice what I brought up with that Give, Send, Go post about how this person that she had this run-in with has a history with law enforcement. These individuals were broadcasting this screenshot all over as a means to say, hey, it's justified for her to be yelling slurs at a kid because the dad is a sicko. And I was walking with this logic just a little bit, but then I had to get stopped because what about what the dad does correlates to hurling slurs at a kid?
Yeah, actually no, yeah. What does that have to do with certain slurs at a kid? It's like with the whole fucking other shit, with the fucking Tectone shit. What does Tectone dad after serving 15 years in prison for being a rapist have to do with Tectone, anything with Tectone? Not, mind you, I know that's totally out of like left field or whatnot, but I feel that Tectone shouldn't have been did to Tectone, even though he idolized his dad and shit like that. That's fucked up to do to somebody, and I hope his song gets more repercussions than that fucking TSA shit. Because it was Hassan's chat that put that out there. Like, what does his dad have to do with Tectone being a rapist? Like, in fact, Tectone didn't even fucking know about this shit, bro. Which is crazy. Well, I hate internet niggas.
The dad could be a sicko all in his own life, and Big Tyrone could deal with that when we see fit. But if that's the dad, you can make fun of the dad. You can criticize the dad. What the kid got to do with this? The kid made a simple mistake of thinking something was his or thinking that he could take something, and he got caught. That don't mean we got to start hurling slurs at a kid. Like I said earlier, I believe for the 3rd time now, you can see that kid doing that, call the kid out, drag the parent into the conversation, and y'all can talk about how stealing is wrong, and we could go from there.
Hindsight is 20/20, my guy. That's all I'm gonna say. Hindsight is 20/20.
That's not how that went on, and it's created this fucking big blow up where some people are proudly chanting online that the end of doxing is over and the whites are gonna start fighting back.
There's a mom, Shiloh Hendricks, going viral on the internet right now. She told a kid who, by the way, when you actually look at the picture, the kid is like pretty decent sized child. He was rummaging through her bag and stealing her children's, I guess, toys or whatever out of her bag. She tells him to fuck off, essentially, which when you look at the video, the guy filming the video, he's a Somali, Hassan, whatever. He's actually, he's going to court in a little bit for...
No, he is not. The shit was dismissed. This fucking liar. She's a fucking liar, bro. Damn, twisting her narrative is crazy.
An underage girl after offering her a place to stay. So that's your great people. And this is just like, this is whites having enough of it. We're sick of being bullied in our own country. You have this guy, he's not even from here.
I bet you she stays in the gated community.
He's got a fucking accent. He's in a playground in a park, so what are you doing there anyway? He's swarming the streets, and now he's trying to get her life ruined. He's like, oh, this is hate speech. There will be consequences. I'm sorry, this is America. You have free speech in this country. So,
yeah, you have free speech, but people also forget there's consequences to your free speech. You can't just sit here and call a kid a nigger and thinking you're going to get away with it. No, you're going to lose your job. You're going to get your life uprooted and shit like this. There's like we have freedom of speech, but nobody understands that we also have consequences that link to that freedom of speech. Like you can say whatever the fuck you want, but apparently you get sued for that. There's something called defamation. And defamation of character or whatnot, that's actually something that we have in America. Because, like, if somebody says something that's a lie about us or whatnot, we could actually send them to fucking, we actually sue them. Because even though, quote unquote, it falls under free speech, defamation does not fall under free speech. And this is all just defamation, which is crazy.
Go and support her. She's got, like, a gifts and go up. But this is great. This is white people finally being fed up with this shit. And the fact that we have brown people trying to take away white people's rights in a white country when we have the Constitution and freedom of speech, and they come from their shit countries where you can be locked up for hate speech. This is just disgusting. This is everything wrong with immigrants. This is everything wrong with brown people.
Nah, she's just racist.
In our fucking country, and this is why we need to kick them all out.
As they sit crisscross applesauce inside their house, knowing full well that they're not really going to participate in any full capacity with what other people are doing, because let's be honest, some of them are a little bit too chicken shit to do this, much like the black people are too chicken shit to actually do something about their claims to fame of how they're going to fight back. It's a bunch of people sitting very comfortably hoping other people do the thing so that they can stand behind them and say, yeah, we're a part of this, because the internet is full of a bunch of pussies. But I do want to draw your attention back to this, because in my head, I was a little bit confused as to how we got a video of a woman who's holding her child and slurs going back and forth, and we never really saw the dude's face, and I'm trying to figure out how we correlated that to this, and it was a little bit difficult at first, so I just waited, and eventually come to find out that the only reason we know about this is because this dude posted it on his social media, which he's now deleted because he's getting a whole bunch of people breathing down his neck over this, and he broadcasted all the information about why and how this was transpiring and all that good shit.
Seeing is believing. I have never seen anybody be racist to a child on the spectrum of autism. Today, this is her. As I'm walking these steps, I'm accused of the unspeakable, which I've never done in my life.
That's his son in the background. That was his son that was called a nigger. That's crazy, bro. You can hear him.
Ever. But right are saying so. So I've never did, case dismissed.
And it led me to think, okay, you're somebody at time was a sicko, and you were getting your punishment of being charged and going through the process of getting a guilty verdict. I wonder what the end result of this was. Oh, the charges were dropped, and there's really nothing else that we could do in terms of finding out any further details about this. We have the story, which some people have
Wait.
Any further details about this. We have the story, which some people have sectioned out so that they could spin their own narrative of this is just cut and dry, but when you broadcast the full thing, you find out more details. And from his word of mouth, he makes the claim that the teenager was lying about this interaction because they got caught in something that they shouldn't have been caught in, so they had to try to make themselves look like the innocent victim. And so we have this big confusing process.
That does happen. I did read up a story I think this morning about a dude, I think it was on Yandere Dev, and how fucking malicious children online, especially like young teen children who go on 4chan, because there was a campaign of blackmailing pedophiles to extort them for money and stuff like that and all this other stuff. And what they would do is the girl, she would act like, or the young person would act like, oh, they're vulnerable and stuff like that, where they're being coached by another person to actually blackmail the quote unquote pedophile or whatnot by sending them nudes, masturbating from, like doing lewd shit and try to engage with them in lewd shit and just to like get them all caught up and stuff like that. Foxbot, I got a video I have to send you. You gotta tell me your opinion on that later.
Where we're not really going to get a full conclusion on this. Why? Because the charges were dropped and they got some statement about it was dropped in a form of justice of some capacity, which confuses the fuck out of me.
Yeah, an interest of justice. Like, what does that even fucking mean?
Because how in the fuck am I supposed to look at that and think, all right, they went through process and they found no significant evidence and they dropped the charges? Or maybe it's kangaroo court and they looked at some Somalian dude and felt pity and didn't want to deal with the forms of white supremacy, and so they just dropped the charges, because we can't really rule out that possibility given the circumstances of human history and how fucking inconsistent our justice system is.
While the man who recorded the video got it worse. They found out who he was, started sending him threats. Then someone found an article from 2023 where he and another man were charged with an assault of a 16-year-old. And they started going, oh, this guy's a registered sex offender who doesn't even have kids and was at the
He's not even on the registration.
playground. For what reason? So first of all, he does have kids. He was there with his children. Second of all, that case, if anyone had bothered to look, but why would they do that, was dismissed back in 2023. Court documents state the case was dismissed in the interest of justice. And generally speaking, a dismissal in the interest of justice allows a court to dismiss a procedurally proper, so it's not like police screwed up the investigation or was filed wrong, procedurally proper but unjust or unjustifiable cause of action. In other words, yeah, we don't think these people did this thing. And he maintains that he absolutely did not. But here's the best part. It really doesn't matter. He's kind of irrelevant other than the fact that...
True! Oh my god, it's so irrelevant, bro. Like, it's like when Versus got called a pedophile for quote unquote being a Smash player, but they got him confused with this whole other nigga. Like, I hate when motherfuckers try to throw the whole pedophile narrative on motherfuckers that you don't even fucking know. What is going on right now, bro? Fucking cancel culture, bro, at its finest. I can't wait till like fucking we take 3 steps back and get rid of cancel culture and actually cancel those who deserve it, and not just cancel those because we dislike them or they said a fucking opinion or said or did some stupid shit online that actually got hit for or whatnot. I hate cancel culture, bro. Like, cancel culture I came from, like from actual real allegations that should go to court and stuff like that, like Onitzion, like that nigga should actually get canceled, versus some dude who recorded some lady at a park and these niggas are trying to cancel them because, oh, they hurt my white woman, so I have to protect her. Let's throw some shit on there and not go in too deep just to put in the stupid ass fucking, oh god, I hate this shit, bro. My migraine's growing again.
He's the one who recorded the video. He's not a part of it. It's not like he said, she said. He was just there and documented it. Now, a bunch of the messages I received were calling me out for doxing her, which is interesting because I didn't say her name anywhere. I didn't make a post with her name anywhere. I had it within like an hour and a half of posting 2 days ago. I passed it along so that the people who were involved, the parents of that child, could seek justice because she committed at the very least a misdemeanor with the use of slurs, possibly an enhancement to a felony. I wasn't going to make a post about it. I wasn't going to dox her and put her information out there. She, however, doxed herself. That's where this picture comes from, which was posted as part of her Give, Send, Go fundraiser to help me protect my family, where she acknowledges
I bet you she's a single mom.
and in her description of why she needs the money, said that she called that kid out for what he was. Like zero remorse for using racial slurs against a child. Incidentally, this is because she's in fear for her life because she's getting death threats and whatnot. This picture here, those children's faces blurred, I did that. Just like I blurred her child's face in the video. Because I wouldn't expose her children in the way that she clearly will while being afraid for her life. But she was asking for $100,000 and it picked up quickly because the little chodes on like Twitter started running with it. Let's all support her. She's a white supremacist like us. And as of today, she did at least fix that photo. But also, she's raised over $300,000. And she's upped the goal to $1 million. And the comments that people are leaving with their donations are about as disgusting as you would imagine they would be. The N-word, used a lot. As Jolly pointed out in this video, one guy gave $1,488 just so it could be a 1488. For those who don't know, that's a big dog whistle with the white supremacists. 14 being the 14 words we must secure for the white race, blah, blah, blah. And the 88, H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. HH as in Schmittler. She's made being a horrible racist who wanted to pursue and potentially assault a child lucrative, which is hard to wrap my head around. Now, if you don't like that, Give, Send, Go does allow you to report campaigns that you don't think should be up for the reasons you don't think they should be up. And you can certainly do that, but historically, they're pretty shitty about taking this kind of stuff down. So if you see all this and upsets you, there is something you can do because the Rochester chapter of the NAACP has put up a GoFundMe. There is a link in my bio to that. I did.
Yeah, motherfuckers is getting money off of people off this whole situation. Bro, I changed my mind. I'm not donating the shit, bro. Deadass. This is crazy. Everybody who's in this situation is trying to get money off this shit, which is wild. Not him or not Ruin Lion. Just, it's just, I hate this, bro.
This is legitimate. They are talking to the man who recorded the video as well as the family of that child. So if you want to help them fight back and pursue justice for this child who was targeted in the horrible way that he was, that's one way that you can do it. And listen, as bad as it is that all these white supremacists are supporting this woman, I've seen this before. We've seen this with like Lily Gadd when she did her whole little thing and had her 5 little minutes. In fact, she made videos promoting this woman because, you know, the clout chase is real.
Yeah.
But they're going to forget about her in like 5 minutes and then she's going to be back to being on her own. And she'll have a bunch of money, potentially, if her account and that campaign doesn't get taken down. But also, she has to walk down the streets of where she lives and everybody know exactly who and what she is.
It's something where we're all going tit for tat about the semantics of what it means to say slurs when the whole time I'm sitting here trying to figure out why are we saying the slurs to the fucking child. You are not going to get away scot-free in having this derail go on without mentioning that part, because that's how all this started. A kid was taking something that didn't belong to him and we just started thinking that this was back in 1850 for some reason. That's the confusing part about this. And the thing about the money, where people are donating and having that be something that they're putting their money towards, fair, do what you want with your money. I can't tell you what to do, but to sit here and think that it's now going to be something that turns into, the age of the whites having to sit and be at the foot of all these colored people is coming to an end. You're fooling yourselves to like a hilarious degree, because this is one instance of one thing where a lot of factors are playing in that are trying to distract from the main thing.
I'm sorry, but you're telling me we need to help our own. Well, who are our own? Because quite frankly, this woman is a predator
Any adult that takes pleasure in harming a child or attacking a child is a predator. That woman went after a 5-year-old autistic boy who happens to be black and is calling him the N-word. He's a 5-year-old boy. She's a grown woman.
A grown
So
ass
you're
woman.
telling me that because of the color of your skin that you're going to defend this predatory woman? If you're wondering why so many young boys today are actually being destroyed in society without any repercussion or with any consequences, it's because of men like you. Men that allow women to go around unhinged, abusing little boys because, well, you look the same. So, tell me, how are you defending your own? Because that boy has more in common with you as a man than that woman does, because she has the same color of skin as you. Because that little boy, as a boy, thinks like a boy, acts like a boy, lives life as a boy.
Not even as a boy, just a fucking child. Like, mind you, I don't believe children should be spanked or disciplined with like getting put their hands on them. There's other ways you can discipline your child, but sometimes you do need to probably spank your child. But there's a thin line between discipline and abuse, and a lot of people step over that line when it comes to abusing kids.
A woman does not. So, tell me again.
Like, just like kids be kids, dead ass.
Are you defending your own? I don't think so.
I would make the hilarious controversial hot take. Yelling slurs at a kid, uncalled for. You could have handled that situation way better. Do I condone you being doxxed? No, I just wanted you to deal with that situation better. Do I condone motherfuckers running around thinking it's a good idea to show up at people's houses, threatening their family members, threatening kids? No, because for some reason, people are jumping through hoops because if you don't say the one thing they agree with, all of a sudden, you just condone people dealing with shit. No, I condone people trying to navigate the conversation in a better way instead of just kicking it off on 10, because the way it seems, this woman already had preconceived hatred and she was just looking for a reason. Does that reason justify her getting doxxed? Again, for the 4th fucking time. No, it does not. No matter how much anyone would want it to be, it's not gonna go like that. But what's tricky here is how this story has just been taken over into a form of an online race war where people feel so emboldened to speak out while they sit in their homes crisscross applesauce, where they feel as though
I wonder if he's gonna say anything about Christian. Probably not. Well, I'm probably gonna watch the rest of his stuff probably like later or whatnot. But make sure you guys subscribe to Roy Line. He makes actually good base content or whatnot. Cause like this dude actually makes really good base content. Dead ass. He's the only person. He's the only reason why I still have faith in humanity, low key, because he actually says a lot of base shit. Like, I do disagree with him on some terms or whatnot, but I haven't found a video yet. Like, there was something I disagreed with him on like a long time ago.
they're doing something that's going to change the next 10 years of everybody's lifetime. And it's not. It's going to be a moment in time we all forget about come next month, because there's going to be something else that is a carrot that's dangled in front of our fucking faces, where we are all fixated and we turn it into something bigger than what it is. Why? Because our emotions, our egos, our need to want to stick it to insert group here, and how we could fight back against all of us being brought down for all this time, whether it be 10 years, 20 years, 100 years, 400 years. It's always this sick, fictitious little game people want to play in terms of trying to prove that they're better than the next man. And the only thing that one could really say is Carmelo Anthony's family and this woman's family getting a significant bag off of people who have good hearts and people who just want to prove something. So I guess more power to them. Sorry that they got to deal with being doxxed in one case, and this dude got his own shit he got to deal with. But
yeah,
I said there was really nothing else to talk about in regards to that. And to wrap this video up and to get us to our finite destination of the video, of the topic, of the scenario, I'ma just say this. We have got to start figuring out better ways on how to be unified as a society, because one thing going viral and it turning into everybody got their hatred, they're just spewing out for everybody, it's a little bit too nonsensical. It's something that's been going on for decades. It's something that I wish would stop, but it won't, because there's always going to be an example of a white person doing something dumb that they shouldn't be doing, a black person doing something dumb that they shouldn't be doing, a Mexican man or a Mexican woman doing something dumb that they shouldn't be doing, and it goes from something very simple into this big fucking conglomerate issue that we often distract ourselves with because our lives are too fucking boring and we ain't got nothing going on. And
true, it's like we're still trapped in COVID, bro.
I wish it could be different, but I guess I'll see y'all next month for the next one. Subscribe to the channel.
All right, GG's. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. This migraine is fucking up my left eye. I can barely fucking see out of it. This shit is crazy, but I'm gonna end off with this. Night, y'all. I'm gonna fucking take a mad rest. My head is bumping. It sucks, bro. Probably gonna like hit up Say Main, be like, hello, show her my fun bags and leave.